Welcome back to DracoFire87's Dream Daddy Adventure. Where the hell is my... Dang it! Where is it? Come on! There we go. OBS is not liking me today. Damien, commentary, Hunter, welcome to DracoFire87's Dream Dadventure, Part 3. And we are back with more of the daddy goodness. Since that is apparently what everybody wants to watch. Like, I have been getting freaking requests, okay? Commentary messages me before the stream. You gonna be streaming? Yes. You gonna be doing Dream Daddy? Yes. Daddy goodness, that's right. Apparently that's what we do these days. We do the daddies, apparently. Just making sure that everything's alright over here, making sure that everything can be heard, all the audio settings are properly correct. Wonderful. Alright, so let's get started. When last we left off, I think one of the last things that happened is that Amanda had finally opened up to us. You've got dads. Amanda had finally opened up to us about what was going on in her life that was causing her such distress. She cared. She was very sweet, and I might have almost cried. But beyond that little bit of familial drama, we went on 2 dates with Matt, both of which went fairly well. We've gone on 1 date with Brian, 1 date with Damien, and no, none with anybody else. So now we got to figure out. Humus, welcome! It's good to see you. Finally get to see you in the daddy stream, so to speak. And so what we're gonna do is we got to figure out. Not gonna go to 3 dates with Matt just yet, because that ends the game. And that's not quite where I don't think we're quite done with this yet. For one thing, if I end the game after 1 date, then we got nothing to do for the rest of the stream, which is kind of boring. Figure we might do maybe a couple more first dates. We might do Craig, we might do Robert. I know I'm avoiding Hugo. It's a personal taste thing. There's nothing else there's no other way I can put it. It's the mustache. I hate to say it, it's the mustache to some degree. The mustache and the kind of mullet. Anyway. Might do that. Might do a second date on Craig and Damien. Because, you know, see what we're getting into. I know that there's going to be definite recommendations for the second date for Brian, because I've heard some of what happens in that second date of Brian. And we might cap off the stream by finishing a route. I don't know. We'll see. I gotta answer message here. Okay, so what do y'all think? Sonata! I'm thinking we do the second for Brian, we do the second for Damien, and maybe do 1 or 2 for Craig. See where we'll see where we are on time after Brian and Damien's second. And 1 dad full. Thank you, Sonata. Oh boy, this is how this night's gonna go. Gonna do Brian, gonna do Damien, and see where we are on time. If we still got some time, maybe do Craig or Robert. And we'll finish off somebody tonight. How about that? And see where that goes. Does that sound like a plan? That sound like a good kind of general sketch out for the stream? Think so. So, why don't we just do the one that everybody's been telling me to do? And you'll probably get to see me turn bright red at several different points doing it. We are going to do Brian. We're going to do Brian's second date. So we'll get right into this. How's everybody been? It's been a week already. It's been one of those weeks. It's just been tense. It's just been... Sonata, I see what you did there. Be nice. Alright, so... talking to Brian on Dad Book. For those who haven't done this before, we will attempt to... I will attempt to remember to explain some of the in-jokes and some of the stuff's been going on. For anybody who wasn't watching the first couple of streams, our relationship with Brian Sonata, yeah, I bet you are. Our relationship with Brian is slightly contentious. It's very competitive. It's sort of a who's the better dad sort of thing, except for the fact that it's kind of not really... It's kind of one-sided competition, because there's competition, but the only person who really seems to care about the outcome is me, is the Dad Sona. The Dad Sona is taking this very seriously. And the lead into this is that after the last encounter with Brian, in order to keep up his dad cred, so to speak, our character has said that he is great at fishing. And Brian loves to fish, which is great. There's just one problem. My character doesn't actually really know how to fish. Yeah, that's not going to be an issue at all. So. Hey, Daisy and I are going fishing tomorrow. You in or out? Oh, I have a message from Brian. Yes, there I do. It's right there. Oh no. I've been dreading this day. I accidentally boasted about my abilities as a fisherman to Brian, and now he's challenging me to another dad-off. Note here that Brian is not saying anything about a dad-off. He's not really even saying anything about competition. It was my character that bragged that he was like the best fisherman ever. Kind of see where this is going, right? I've been doing my fishing research online, but I'm nowhere close to being an expert. Still, though, I have to accept. I type back to Brian. Sounds great, man. Super excited to catch all those fish. My lawn could use another good mowing. Because the last time we did a mini golf competition, and he lost. And I don't know how he lost, because I'm terrible at that mini game. But he had to mow my lawn. That'll show him. Brian responds back, letting me know that tomorrow he'll pick us up in an hour I had previously forgotten existed. Game Boy Boy! Welcome back! Glad to see you again. Man, that's going to be a rough start. Oh God, Sonata. If you say it's an awful thought, this is going to be a doozy. What's up? Amanda. For those who have not seen this before, this is my glorious daughter, Amanda, who is a wonderful ball of sweetness and snark. Amanda comes into the room from the kitchen, eating a cheese stick by biting it off piece by piece like some kind of monster. Travis, welcome. Get on in on the stream. I know you're gonna hate us for this, but we're doing Brian's second date. I can't help it. I'm thirsty. Anyway. See, thirsty. I mean it. We're not nerds, we're geeks. Okay, where was I? Alright, cool. Yeah, without the redeeming traits, Sonata. Amanda comes into the... I said that already. I didn't raise you like that. What? It's called string cheese and not chompy cheese for a reason, Amanda. Did you just call me in here to criticize my controversial string cheese eating technique, or what? No, Amanda. We have to go fishing tomorrow. Well, you have to go fishing. I get to play with Brian's dog! Hi! Totally did not just accidentally hit the release to my chair with a foot. Anyway, you have to go fishing. I get to play with Brian's. Excuse me while I compose myself from my sudden drop. chair might need to be replaced fairly soon. By the way, the funny thing is this chair is starting to break down. And I don't know if you can see that, but that is this chair's predecessor, which has still not been thrown away. Why? Because I don't want to lug it downstairs, god damn it, and I am lazy. Anyway, you have to go fishing. I get to play with Brian's dog. How do I become a master of fishing overnight? You went fishing in the Girl Scouts, didn't you? Nope. My stint in the Scouts was brief and purely transactional. Thought I could get free cookies, but I didn't know I had to, like, be outside and tie knots and stuff. Yeah, plunged into oblivion. Oh, boy. But I have to beat Brian. Dad, let me tell you a story. Sonata. Do you remember last summer how I applied for a job at that coffee shop? That coffee shop across town. Excuse me, I will get my narrator on eventually. Give me a refresher. During the interview, they asked me if I knew how to work an espresso machine, and I really wanted the job, so I lied and said yes. On that first morning, there was a line out the door. With half an hour, I severely burned my hand, and they told me to go home and never come back. I still have a scar from that. Of course I remember. What does that have to do with fishing? Yeah, and he's right, because his chair is more broken than mine is. His goes down whether you want it to or not. Phrasing. The burn is a metaphor, Dad. I don't get it. You can lead a horse to water. What do horses have to do with fish?
Huh?
Dad, please, I don't get your obsession with competing against Brian. You wouldn't understand. It's a dad thing. Please try explaining it to me. Okay, Brian's just... He just thinks that he's so much better than me, and he purposely reminds me of that whenever he can. It's like he has to one-up me. I have to beat him at his own game. Note, stepping back from this, as the player, as the narrator, basically, that's not true, by the way. That's absolutely not true. No, miss, I would never imply that. You're always willing. Sorry, that was awful. I am so sorry. I'm going to sleep on the couch for the rest of the year. Is that what you think is happening here? No, Amanda. Okay, good. I know that's what's happening.
Ugh.
Alright, Pops. We should both be getting some sleep. See you in the morning? Night, Panda. Yeah, no. Amanda's got the right of this, by the way. I brush my teeth and throw on some pajamas. I climb into bed, set my alarm, and close my eyes. Okay. Sleep. I'm wide awake. I can't help but think about the last time I went fishing, hoping that there's something I can glean from it to give me an edge over Brian. I was about 9 years old. My dad woke me up one morning and told me to get dressed and meet him downstairs. It was still dark out. I had no idea what was going on, but before I knew it, we were both alone on a freezing cold lake. I had to sit there for hours while it got hot and muggy, the air thick with bugs. I picked at mosquito bites while my dad sat in stony silence, fishing pole in one hand and a beer in the other. We didn't catch anything. On the long drive home, my father bought me a pack of cigarettes and didn't say a thing. That's traumatic, man. That's awful. Come on. That didn't help, and I think I have some repressed sadness about my father. I'll deal with that later. I'm sitting on a boat in the middle of a body of water. I can't see any land, but I know it's a lake. The water is placid and still. I'm holding a fishing pole. I don't understand why, but it feels like my life depends on catching fish right now. I cast my lure into the water and wait, and wait, and wait. My whole being is filled with hopelessness as I watch the line disappear into the depths. Ow! Oh! Loomis, that's... Ow! Hinkle! Yes, I be daddy hunting. God, that came out southern. Use the wrong lure. I look up and see my father, just as he looked on that one cold morning, disapproving. I'm panicking now. I pull the lure up and try to grab a different one, but all of the lures in my tackle box are the exact same. I look up to my father for guidance, but he's gone. I try casting again, but I can't hold my footing. My boat tips over and I fall into the water. Sinking further and further, I see the multitudes of fish that had been lying just below the surface, all swimming around me as if to taunt me. One fish swims up to me. He has Brian's eyes. You gotta use a neutral buoyancy lure if you're trying to catch trout, buddy. I jolt awake to the sound of my alarm. It's fishing day. That would explain the weird dream. I groggily slip on clothes and get ready. Technically, Sonata, I'm from Omaha. I spot Amanda's door half open and see her still curled up in a mountain of blankets. Walking over to her bed, I give her a tiny kiss on the forehead. Fishing day, kiddo. You ready? Sonata, I'm from Omaha. No. Well, you gotta get up. I can't do this without you. Also, stop sleeping in your clothes. Amanda pulls her comforter over her head. I swear to God, I'm from Omaha! It's what it says on my birth certificate and everything. Never. Amanda. I'll get up in a minute. Alright, Brian should be here in 20. So you better not just go back to sleep. Amanda sticks her hand through the blankets to wave me away. I leave her room and make myself some coffee and another cup with lots of cream and sugar for Amanda whenever she gets up. I'm still from there! Amanda eventually wanders in and chugs her coffee while I do word jumbles. I hear the doorbell ring. That must be Brian. Everybody meet Brian, if you haven't already. Still rubbing our eyes, we walk outside to see Brian. He's decked out in fishing gear. Daisy's falling asleep next to him. Hey. Early bird gets the worm, buddy. Sonata, there is a delay on stream chat, by the way, in case you didn't know. There's like a, I think it's 15 or 30 seconds. It's partially so that if you're doing like a competitive game, you can't, like, screw with it. You ready to fish? I was born ready. My eyes narrow in on Brian. It's a good day to die. I was about to say, Travis, knowing your boyfriend? Yeah. That could probably explain some of your aversion. I mean, he's not that. But I mean, certainly I can't see your boyfriend building a deck. Maybe a magic deck. Anyway. Yeah, but Sonata, streams are not perfectly real time. It depends. Like, if you're doing something competitive, you can actually intentionally stretch the delay out to about, like, 30 seconds. So that it's harder to anticipate your moves. No, it's just, yeah. And the thing is Brian is not actually argumentative. I am argumentative to Brian. But, anyway. Hop on in, guys. Let's get this fishing party started. I walk over to the driver's side door and opened it. Woof, woof. Brian's dog immediately hops into the driver's seat, wagging his tail furiously. And everybody, meet Maxwell. Can I see your license, sir? Good commentary. And I knew Humus was going to say that. Maxwell, let Padfoot sit. Maxwell immediately hops into the back to cuddle with Daisy. Amanda settles in next to Maxwell and Daisy and immediately falls asleep. You ready for an adventure? I'm ready for glory. I struggle to stay awake as we drive to the outskirts of town. Country music plays quietly from the radio as I watch the trees pass by. So where exactly are we headed? It's about an hour north of here. A little spot I've been going to since I was a kid. My dad used to take me there all the time. I don't think anybody else knows about it. I brought everything we need so that we can catch some trout, have a nice little fire, and enjoy the nature. My fishing pole's in the shop, getting it tuned up. Do you maybe have an extra I could, borrow? But of course, it's probably not as nice as it sounds like yours is, though. Right. I am digging a hole here. I stare out at the forest lining the highway. The sun is just barely over the horizon, scattering dusky pink light through the trees. For a split second, I spot a deer grazing on the side of the road before it leaps back into the brush. After a nice, quiet drive, Brian eventually tells me to pull off the highway and onto a dirt road. The car bumps along until we reach a clearing that opens up to a magnificent lake. Well, here we are. Step out of the car and help Brian unload our gear as Maxwell runs around, barking. The kids wake up and wander to the shore where Daisy tries to teach Amanda how to skip rocks. Actually, I really enjoy skipping rocks. That's a favorite. Brian and I carry the tackle boxes. This is cooler down to the edge of the lake where he has a canoe waiting. Ah, great. It's still in one piece. Hold on. Help me out with Maxwell. I help Brian place a tiny dog-sized life vest onto Maxwell. That is so adorable. Woof, woof. Alright, your turn. Brian hands me a lime green life vest. Oh, I'm gonna refuse the frickin' life vest. Oh, God. Oh, my character is so stupid. Again, the flirting option seems to always be the bad one. I can swim, thanks. I think that's about the character in. No, seriously. The flirting options, especially, like... This isn't your normal dating sim. The stuff that would actually kind of sound awkward in real life actually sounds awkward. There we go. I'll be alright. I've got no plans of being in the water. I am also strong and capable. Suit yourself. Brian turns to Amanda and Daisy, who are still skipping rocks. You kids want to fish?
Dad.
I'm good with just throwing rocks into the water. Yeah, like... Yeah, this is... It's one of the things I like about this game, honestly, is it's not... most dating sims, and like even like Persona games are really bad about this, like, because Persona games have dating sim elements. If you've never played them, they've kind of got that kind of, they're half JRPG, half dating sim, where you to get along with everybody, you basically just tell them what they want to hear and whatever meshes with their personality. That's actually not the way this game works. If you try to be the flirty, if you try to be the kind of just tell them what they want to hear, you actually won't get the good endings. Because there are times, for instance, that you have to tell them what they need to hear. The truth. And sometimes you have to be like an adult. So doing stuff like that, being like the horn dog, actually doesn't actually work in this game very much at all. Which is interesting. It's kind of a different take. It's definitely the funny option. And I would love, at some point, to go back to an old save and try that option just to see what happens, but we're going for semi-optimal here. Amanda hurls a rock into the pond with gusto. Yeah, take that, water! Amanda, you're supposed to be skipping them.
Huh?
Is that what we're doing? Daisy, don't you want to fish?
Oh.
I think catching fish is kind of inhumane. Aw. Yeah. We're going to go explore in the woods and look at bugs and stuff. Yeah, and that is the thing, is that if you treat them like you're just trying to get in their pants, they're going to treat you like it. Which is not actually what the goal is, which is interesting. It's I'm not, of course, criticizing the kind of game where it's about getting in the pants, so to speak. There's a time and place for that, not on stream. But one of the joys of this game is that it is somewhat more subtle than it really probably should supposed to be. Game Boy, I have not done the first date with Rob. That might be something we end up doing tonight on stream. I'm not sure. Alright, be safe. Don't go too far. Brian puts the life vest around himself, and we throw all of our equipment into the canoe. Maxwell happily jumps in, takes his place looking out over the front of the boat. I get into the canoe as Brian shoves off. We paddle together to get ourselves in the middle of the lake. Most freshwater fish usually feed at dusk and dawn, which is why I had to get you up so early. Yeah, I know. That's pretty common fisherman knowledge, after all. Fisherman knowledge that I am knowledgeable about. Still a gambling man? You know it. Let's see who can catch more fish. You can catch more than one? Sounds easy enough to me. What's on the line? Besides all the fish I'm going to catch, obviously. I was thinking something a little more high stakes than mowing the lawn. Custody of our children? More than that. Let's say, if I win, I get your weed whacker. Well, Brian. The Whackmaster 2000? That's a limited edition. Is the game doing this on purpose? I swear the game is doing this on purpose. But if you win, you get my pole saw. The Reach and Cut 3000. It's doing this on purpose. I know it is. I'm not the only one who's like... Anyway. The cordless version. That's the one. Shit. The Reach and Cut 3000 is state of the art. My weed whacker is a prized possession, but there are those hard to reach branches at the back of the yard that have been begging for a pruning. You're on. We shake on it. I suddenly remember that I don't know how to fish! My foolish fatherly pride will one day be my undoing. Possibly today. I watch as Brian ties the lure and does some stuff I can't quite follow with his fishing pole. He casts into the lake. Sonata, just message it to me. You know how it goes. Oh boy, now I have to do that. I stare down at the tackle box and the pole in my hand. I'm sure he's staring at the pole in his hand. Okay. Insulting the fish? Probably not. Stretch before physical activity. We're in a canoe. That's probably not going to go very well. Put some bait on the hook. Oh, God. Yeah, Sonata, I just got that message. Oh, shit. Anyway, yeah, and I'm guessing that stretching on a canoe is probably not a good idea. That's probably a really bad idea. Now, I'm tempted to call back to one of my favorite childhood Sesame Street sketches and go, here, fishy, 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 fishy. Am I the only one that remembers that? Last time I made that joke in stream, I was the only person who'd actually watched Sesame Street in stream. But it's a dad tip, but we're in a canoe. Okay? Do you want to try to... Do you want me to try to stretch in a canoe? Like, I don't think I should attempt to stretch in a canoe. I should have been stretching on shore. Yeah, but like right now my character's trying to be impressive. And insulting the fish is actually going to scare off the fish because you're not supposed to be loud at the fish. So we're going to see. Eggplants! Told you! Told you, told you, told you! Eggplant! Do not mess with my eggplant sense! Well, I mean, my character also just watched him bait his hook. I figure, as long as I do what he's doing, I'm fine. I fish a worm from the styrofoam container Brian brought. It's slippery, but I think I can get it on the hook if I just focus. Oh god, I'm bleeding. Oh god, the blood is everywhere. The worm is not on the hook. Oh dear. My eggplant sense is unmatched. Need some help? No, I meant to do that. The blood attracts the fish. I can smell it up to a mile away, you know.
I don't know.
I think that's sharks. No, it's definitely fish. Now what? Perform fish mating call. Meditate. Tie a knot or something. I think this one's pretty much the common sense answer, which in this game, common sense actually gets you pretty far. Eggplant! I take my pole and try to tie an elaborate-looking knot to impress Brian. The classic hunter's bend. I learned that one in my youth. Yep, this one isn't coming apart anytime soon. With this knot, I will cast my heavenly line upon the unsuspecting water and deliver unto us a bountiful harvest. I look over to Brian. He doesn't seem to be paying attention. Let's cast this sucker. I pull my rod back and launch the lure as hard as I can. And the lure flies off the line and sails far, far away, landing in the lake with a loud sploosh. Well, sorry, I judged the wind speed wrong. This cold air drives the pressure down.
Hey.
Go ahead and take my pole. Oh God, please, yes. Anyway, I know it's hard switching to a new pole you're not used to. I'll fix up another lure. Brian hands me his pole with a smile, and I just sit there, feeling like an idiot. They're doing this on purpose. Oh no, that's the thing, Game Boy. There are wrong answers in this game. But a little dose of common sense goes a long way. Oh, here comes a minigame. Oh, shit. It's a match 3 game. Oh, God.
Match that fish.
Okay.
Nice match.
Okay, they're not doing
Catch of the day.
interesting combos or anything like that. Okay, alright, I can do this.
Catch of the day. Catch of the day. Nice catch. Nice match.
Okay.
Nice catch.
Appar-
Nice match. Catch of the day.
Let's see here. That's not the same. These are, though.
Nice match.
And,
Rainbow trout. Nice catch.
okay, so we are playing by typical match 3
Match of
rules.
the day.
This is not going to be particularly difficult. Until I run out of fish.
Nice
and they do all look frighteningly similar.
Now you're fishing. Catch of the day. Nice catch.
Okay.
Fishing. Match of the day. Nice match. Now
They're
you're fishing.
they're making slapping sounds, and I don't know how I feel about that.
Match of the day. Nice catch.
I really don't know how I feel about the slapping sounds the fish are making.
Match of the day. Catch of the day. Nice catch. Now you're fishing. Now you're fishing. Catch of the day.
This is the strangest game I have
Nice
ever
man.
freaking played, I swear to God.
Now you're fishing.
Okay, where's a match? Where's a match? Where's a match? There's a match.
Match of the day.
Fish crush. Wow, this is way tougher than I thought. I look over to Brian, who's smiling and obviously enjoying his time out here on the lake. I will crush him. Suddenly, the fishing pole jumps in my hand and reflexively tug upwards. I think I got something big. The tip of the pole dips down repeatedly and the line starts to run. Reel it in! I finally get the fish right up next to the boat. It's a long, beautiful rainbow trout. Brian hands me a net. It's all yours. Lean down and notice that my hands are shaking with excitement. This fish is bigger than all the ones that Brian's caught. That pole saw is all mine. All mine! The entire canoe tips over with me. I find myself sinking into the lake. I should have taken the life vest. All of a sudden, I'm embraced under the water and pulled into Brian's arms. Ah! Finally dragged upwards, sputtering water. All of our gear floats on the surface. Maxwell doggy paddles around us in circle, having a great time.
Ah.
You alright? Does that count as one? Well, seeing as all of our fish are now swimming safely back in the lake, I guess so. Brian laughs. Let's get you to shore. Brian and I flip the canoe back over and fill it with our now soaking wet gear. We row back to shore with Maxwell in tow. Once we get to the... Oh my god. Where was I? I was doing something just now. What was I doing again? Right, I was narrating. That's right, I was narrating. Shit. Excuse me, I might just need a moment. Max. Excuse me, I think I need a drink. Once we get to the beach, Maxwell darts off into the woods. Brian takes off his shirt. Dots of lake water glisten in the sun across his strong back. Man, all that general contracting must have built that guy like an ox. I hope he doesn't notice me staring.
Oh.
I'm gonna get a fire going so we can dry off. Wanna hand me yours? What? Oh! My shirt. I reluctantly take off my own shirt and toss it to Brian. I suddenly wish I'd done more sit-ups in my life. Any sit-ups at all, really? Another thing you've bested me in, stupid, sexy Brian. Sonata. It's the circle of thirst, and it moves us all. Yes. You might as well fry that shirt up. Seems like it's the only lunch we'll have.
Hey.
Day's young. We can fish from the shore. Once Brian gets the fire going, I sit and try to dry off my pants. Brian sets a couple of lures out by the water's edge. I'm probably going to have to put the kibosh on the competition for now. Until another day. My stomach growls. You hungry? Thirsty? I mean, yes. Whew. Oh, I'm fine. Brian reaches into his cargo shorts and pulls out a few granola bars. Well, that's not what I thought he was going to do.
Hey.
I have a small child. I am flushed with snacks. You are flushed with something. Anyway, Brian joins me by the fire, and I accept the cargo short granola. Is that a euphemism? Boy, it's hot in here. Sweating. And now we're back to waiting. Where did the girls get off to? Shouldn't they be back by now? I wouldn't worry about it too much. They're a couple of smart kids. That's what I'm worried about. They're too smart. They've probably established a small rural government by this point and installed themselves as leaders. God, I hope they never get back. Anyway, I take a look around at the sun cresting the tree line, casting the entire lake in a warm golden glow. The forest seems to be coming alive now. Birds chirp in the distance. Wow, nature is beautiful. Sonata. With extra nuts. That was a very cheap shot. A mosquito bites me. I slap my neck and curse. Nature sucks. Here you go, bud. Brian hands me a bottle of bug spray. I begrudgingly take it and douse myself. I always hate how this stuff smells. Really? I've always kind of liked it. Reminds me of being outside. Maybe you and I have different sentiments on the outdoors. Maxwell comes bounding up to me, a huge stick in his mouth. He drops it at my feet and looks at me expectantly. God, why is everybody... There's poles and sticks. They're not making this any easier. Fake out throw is kind of mean. Break the stick in half to assert your dominance. Don't do that to the dog. I'll throw the stick to the woods. Maxwell isn't giving me innuendo, Travis, but this game absolutely is. Oh my god, he's got eggplants coming out of his chest. I throw the stick as hard as I can towards the tree line. Maxwell bolts after it, running as fast as his stubby little legs can carry him. Which, consequently, is not very fast. It's very cute, though. Nice throw, Padfoot. I turn away so he can't see me blush. Maxwell brings the stick back to me, clearly proud of himself. Good boy, Maxwell. You're a very good and speedy boy. You're the best world champ of fetch. It's time for the pets. What's the plan? Oh, you gotta rub the belly. You gotta rub the belly. That's absolutely what you gotta do. Maxwell rolls over and lets me rub his belly. He wiggles on the grass, clearly loving it.
Ah, shucks.
I feel like a bit of a third wheel here. Where are my belly rubs? What? Anytime you want him. I am. I'm so flustered I can barely say anything. I just focus on petting Maxwell and hope Brian doesn't notice how much I'm sweating. He's really hot in here. Excuse me, I gotta turn the fan on. Let's see here. Where were we? Oh, that's right. Belly rubs. While I'm playing with Maxwell, fish begin routinely pulling on Brian's lines. I watch Brian effortlessly fillet the fish, squeezing a bit of lemon on them and frying them up in a cast iron pan. Before we know it, we have a feast fit for a couple of shirtless dudes. Oh, I'm sure. Anyway. Amanda and Daisy emerged from the woods looking totally unscathed. Whoa, Dad Bod Patrol. I'm going to have to issue both a citation and demand you put your shirts on. There are children present. No, man. God damn it. Brian tosses me my now dry shirt. I pull it over my head, thankful that I will no longer be distracted by Brian and his pecs. That wasn't what was really distracting me, to be quite honest. It was about, well, I mean, that's in there. Just keep going. Just keep going. Just keep going. Where have you guys been? Studying entomology? What? We were playing with bugs. I expected you guys to be more covered in, like, mud and stuff. Daisy looks offended. What do you take me for, a child? ... Amanda puts a hand on Daisy's shoulder.
Ugh.
Right. She's 10, by the way, so yes. You take a seat around the fire, and Brian serves us all generous piles of fish on paper plates. It's absolutely delicious. Why does he have to be so good at everything? Fish taste okay? Daisy and Amanda both nod furiously, mouths full of fish. It's incredible. I've never had fish this good. Yeah, it's great. Old Hardin family recipe. Why are your pants wet? Well, Amanda, we were out there on the lake, and then... And then I accidentally tipped over that boat. What? What? Don't worry. All of the gear floated to the surface, so we didn't lose anything. Right, Padfoot? Yeah, that's exactly what happened. I can't believe he just covered for me. Gosh, he even out-humbles me. He's trying to beat me at everything, including my world-famous sense of humility. I don't think the dad's owner really realizes exactly how much irony he's outputting right now. He could open a small mine with all that irony. We finish up our fish and end up playing catch with Maxwell for a little while before we decide to head out. After cleaning up the camp, we pack up the station wagon and let Maxwell into the back seat. The poor pup falls asleep in a cuddle puddle with Amanda and Daisy. They've had a long day. Travis, I never stop telling dad jokes. Puns are the highest form of humor. Been an ordeal today, bud. Let me drive you guys home. I want to prove that I'm the most awake dad on the block, but... yeah, I'm beat. Fine. As we drive away, I take one last look at the lake disappearing behind us and smile. I rest my head against the window, and the low rumble of the dirt road beneath us lulls me into a peaceful sleep. Hey, sleepyhead. I open my eyes and realize that I dozed off in the car. I self-consciously wipe a little bit of drool off my chin. Oh. Hey, I was resting my eyes. Just in case we suddenly have to jump into any sort of conflict. So I'm super awake for it. And ready to fight. With my strong arms. It's all good. You're in some rest, buddy. Thanks for coming out with us today. I had a lot of fun with you. Thanks for inviting us. I also had fun, actually. Glad to hear it. Take it easy, yeah? You too. Take it the easiest. Brian chuckles to himself as he unloads the car. Amanda and I get inside and immediately collapse under the couch. Long day. Yep. I was so close to that pole saw. Pole saw? Yeah, Brian and I were competing to see who could catch the most fish, and, stop! Why do you care so much? Amanda Panda, just look at the guy. He's so obliviously got my number, and he's rubbing my face in it.
Dad.
Dad, I love you. But you're kinda dumb sometimes. Dumb? Or clearly the superior dad? You know what? I don't have any of the energy required to properly unpack your weird fixation with exerting your masculinity. I'm going to bed. Night. Amanda slides off the couch and face down onto the floor. I am a tired slug. Amanda, that floor is disgusting. I don't care. Well, night, honey. Night, Pops. Day complete.
You know what? Let me mow your lawn this weekend.
S-rank! Hinkle? I don't know. I really don't know at this point. I do have this uncanny ability to predict what line is coming next. Yeah, S. It's above A for like super or special or something. Automotive care, handyman, beard, dad hugs, father-daughter time, fishing. Achievement progress, soft boy, 2 of 3. Yay! Yay! We're the best! It's a beautiful night and the air smells so fresh, so I decided to take the long way home. I casually stroll through the neighborhood, taking in the sights and sounds of a suburban city with a low crime rate and wide walkable sidewalks at night. Where Pup! Welcome! As I approach the bar, I can hear patrons inside cheering. Oh, I bet the game is on. I wonder if my team is playing tonight. For the record, those are capitalized for a reason. There is only the game, and there is only my team, except for the other team. But no, I didn't start a new game. Why would you say I started a new game? This is another visit to Jim and Kim's, by the way. Jim and Kim's, run by Neil. Why is it Jim and Kim's? Because it rhymes, I guess. Drop of water hits my head. And now it's lots of drops of water. It's pouring rain. Maybe I should wait this out inside. I order a beer from the bar and settle in. It turns out that my team isn't playing tonight, but I can certainly enjoy the game regardless. The bar is unusually crowded, and the feeling of camaraderie over shared love for the game makes me smile. Sports are nice. Look over the corner and spot none other than Mary, sitting alone in a corner, nursing a cocktail. That would be Joseph's wife, by the way, for those who don't know. Something about her seems different this time. Now that she's by herself and not hanging off some younger guy, she looks so sad.
Hey.
She looks and half-heartedly raises her glass to me before staring off into the middle distance. We'll say hi. I decide to go say hello. I walk over to her booth. She doesn't look up. This seat taken? She still doesn't look up. I take a seat anyways, and she finally notices me.
Hey.
Hey, cowboy. You alright? Never better. She hiccups. Guess she's a little far gone. No, I'm a Columbus, whatever the Columbus MLS team is. Tears start welling up in her eyes. Oh. Will you walk a gal home? Of course. Slide out of the booth. Seems like Mary's having some trouble getting up. Reach out a hand to help her, but she waves me away.
Hey.
I got it. She clearly does not got it.
Ah.
You know what? Hang out here for a second. I walk over to the bartender and pay Mary's tab. Hey, I don't know if you remember me, but I live in Mary's cul-de-sac, and I'm just making sure she gets home safe tonight. Neil, I know you. Yeah, it's nothing weird, just... She usually has one of the bar staff walk her home, but I trust you. She doesn't, like, go home with... I don't really want to say it. She's still married, by the way. But she flirts with a lot of other guys. One of the guys she meets? Nah. Ain't her thing. Huh. I predicted the line. See? I predicted the line again. And no, it's my team with a capital M and a capital T, Loomis, just so you know. I head back to the booth. Mary stumbles out of the seat and directly into my arms. It's still raining a little bit. I take off my coat and hold it over Mary's head. Such a gentleman. Let's get you home. Mary and I walk in silence up the street toward the cul-de-sac. I have no idea what to say to her for fear that she might hit on me. Or not. What did the bartender mean by ain't her thing?
Oh.
Sorry you have to see me like this. I'm usually not... I know Joseph doesn't like it when I'm... just... sorry. It's alright.
Huh?
I'm sorry if I'm ever mean to you. It's... alright.
Oh.
No, it's not. I know it's not. I'm having a really... Forget it. As we get to the cul-de-sac, I can feel Mary starting to slow down. By the time she arrives at the doorstep, she pulls away from me. Wait. Can we just... hold on. What's wrong?
Huh? Hey.
How about another drink? Old time's sake? Come on, Mary. It's bedtime. Mary looks me up and down, giving me a half smile.
Ah.
You're right. She pulls me in close for a hug, holding on to me for a little longer than feels appropriate. She mumbles into my chest. You're a good kid. Thanks for the company. Mary gives me a pat on the back, straightens out her sweater, and walks the rest of the way to the front door herself. Huh. More than she seems, it appears.
You got dads.
My take on her from what I've seen and to some degree what I've read is that she is a good woman in a shitty situation. And ain't that a bitch. Ain't that a bitch and a half. In fact, when we do Damien's date here in just a second, we will actually probably see more of her. Possibly not even drunk. So, stretch real fast. How's everybody liking it so far? We doing all right over there in chat? Hope we've been having a good time. I know I kind of went off, with, Brian was just kind of out there a little bit, but, you know. Fenrir, welcome to the DracoFire87's Dream Daddy Dad Venture. Yeah, basically, she's married to Joseph, and that's why she's drunk. Alright, so we've done one date with Damien. We have met his somewhat delinquent son. We have also met his somewhat delinquent son in Matt's route, where he sold us, well, we thought he was selling us pot. Turns out that, you know, oregano's really harsh going down. So, that didn't work out. But, so we'll do Damien and see what we can get up to with him and his son Lucien and etc. No, Travis, I didn't. I knew better. I did not sleep with Robert, and therefore I'm not locked out of his good ending. Because that's actually a thing. Like, there is... Robert, one of the dads, will offer to sleep with you the first time you meet him. And if you do that and you want to pursue his route, that's actually a really terrible idea. Because he will never open up to you. Interesting, isn't it? Had a lot of fun hanging out with Damien the other day. I wonder what he's up to. I open up Dad Book and start writing him a message when Amanda walks in the door. Dad, you got a letter. Oh, is it from Grandma? No, it's from Damien. Whoa. Can I see it? Amanda hands me a piece of old parchment, folded into an envelope and sealed with purple wax. Damn. The dude goes all out. I pry off the seal and unfold the letter. In the most beautiful calligraphy, the letter reads, Dearest Padfoot, I hope you'll find my continued correspondence endearing rather than trying. One can only hope that my use of the slower, more traditional form of communication will showcase my sincere and earnest sentiment that I greatly enjoyed my time together. I write this hastily under the warm embrace of excitement, fearful that I may misstep and speak towards something unwelcome. For now I hope that you might forgive my boldness. I will simply say that your company has greatly occupied my thoughts. While the afternoon may have been derailed by forces unforeseen, your companionship helped a great deal, not only in the discipline of my child, but in the morale of my spirit. For that I thank you. That said, Padfoot, if you allow me, it would mean the world to me if I could enjoy more of your time. Perhaps a trip to the cinema, followed by a moonlit stroll, would be to your taste. I eagerly await your response. With great respect, D. Bloodmarch. He's very sweet. Amanda and I both look up from the letter. Wow. He's good. So you're gonna catch a movie with him? Yeah. Better message him on Dad Book and let him know. Amanda slaps my laptop shut.
Hey.
You have to write him back. A real letter. But my handwriting looks like two toddlers fighting over a crayon. Dad, you have to. He wrote you a letter. That's so cool. Will you help me? I need to glass this up. Father, I was made for this. Here's what you do. Find tickets to a show that you two will like, then enclose them in the letter. Oh, that's classy. Amanda and I hop onto my laptop and peruse showtimes. He doesn't seem like a romantic comedy kind of guy.
Alright.
Oh, here's one. Vampire Crusade 2. Travis, Fenn won't stay a stranger for long if you don't make him, basically. He's a really good guy. Evil never dies. I don't know, that sounds kind of stupid. Actually, it's critically acclaimed exploration into the ennui of existence. It really turns the vampire trope on its head. Really? Nah, there's just lots of blood and vampire titties. Yes, he is. In fact, Travis, he leads it. Lots of blood and vampire titties. Well, let's roll the dice. I purchase the tickets and print them out, and sit down at the table with Amanda to try drafting a nice letter. I start writing. Damien, I do hope that this letter finds you in good health. Good one. I'm a writer. I can do this. In fact, this is not going to be hard at all. What's next? Hey, remember when your son tried to cask of Amontillado that kid? That is still the funniest thing to me. That is still... For context, when he talks about having to go discipline his son, while I'm meeting with Damien on the first date, he gets a call that his son has been involved in an incident in school. What happened is that he basically told one of the local delinquents that there was wine in the basement, and then attempted to brick him up in the basement. He even had, like, actual brick and mortar and everything. And it took said delinquent, who's a son of one of the other dads you can date, that took him 20 minutes to realize that he was getting bricked up. Despite the fact that Lucian, Damien's son, was cackling madly the whole time. So, you been good? No. I must confess my amateur control of the written word. Jeez, Dad, have some faith in yourself. Okay, we're trucking along. Let him know how you're feeling. You find me in good spirits, for I felt very much the same after our last encounter. I did very much enjoy the adventure we found ourselves on the last we met. That earnest shit was pretty messed up. You find me in good spirits, for I felt very much the same after our last encounter. Nice.
Yeah.
Ask him to hang out already. True art takes time, Amanda. Well, strange turn of events, I found myself enamored of the situation at hand. Or, like Bruegel's landscape with the fall of Icarus, I find myself lost in your details. No. Let me, get at that. Bring it home, Pops. Let me take you out. I got 2 tickets to the movie. No. I'd very much enjoy your company, accompanying me to the cinema. Close, but awkward. It would bring me great pleasure to escort you to the cinema. Smooth. Calling it the cinema is a classy move. Close, you'll find 2 tickets to Vampire Crusade 2, Evil Never Dies, which I'm sure you'll find both titillating and enjoyable. Best wishes. Hard daps. Namaste, or we'll carry on. We'll carry... They love the MCR references in this run. They absolutely adore the MCR references in this run. God. Best wishes. And I sign my name. My full name. Fancier that way. Padfoot Sagan. Is this okay? By the way, I figured out what they end up calling you if you leave the last name blank. If you leave the last name blank, your last name is McDad. This game. Amanda reads over my sloppy handwriting. Oh my god. It's worse than Comic Sans. It's worse than fucking Comic Sans. You spelled his name wrong. What? Nah, just trying to keep you on your toes. All you have to do is seal it and put it in his mailbox. I can seal it with tape? It's not authentic enough. I have an idea. I'll be right back. Amanda leaves the room and returns with a candle, a lighter, and a small piece of wood. You gotta have a wax seal. She lights the candle, which starts to burn down and form a pool of melted wax. What's that other thing? Amanda pours some of the wax onto the folded letter and expertly presses the small piece of wood into it. She lets it dry for a second and pulls the wood away, revealing... Here it is. Your sigil. A little kitten with a bow on its head. Awesome. She used a Hello Kitty stamp to seal my letter. The sigil of House Sagan is Hello Kitty. I think that's entirely appropriate somehow. Anyway, scrapbooking stuff always comes in a clutch. Well, I guess all there is to do is deliver to his doorstep now, huh? Oh, I thought we were getting a carrier pigeon to do it. I already called my guy. ... I have a pigeon guy. Marcus has the good pigeons. ... Don't get your pigeons from Anthony. They're no good. I don't want to know if any of this is true. I head outside and walk over to Damien's house. I slip the letter into the slot in his door and go back home. Mission accomplished. Now we play the waiting game. The night finally rolls around where I'm supposed to meet with Damien. The next day he had left another beautifully crafted letter thanking me for mine and agreeing to the evening. Amanda helps me pick out a nice outfit, and I show up to the theater a little bit early. It's a chilly night, and the theater is kind of crowded, but it's still nice. Healer? Werepup? If you ruin your relationship with Amanda, I will never forgive you. She is a precious cinnamon roll, and she must be protected in all universes. There is absolutely no way. Just no. No. She must be protected. How do you do? I jump at the sound of his voice and turn around to see Damien right behind me. You almost gave me a heart attack. How long were you there for?
Ah!
I don't know. I just walked up. My apologies for frightening you. Was that thunder? Is it going to rain soon? I didn't hear anything. What?
What?
Wha-
Oh, no.
Regardless, the hour grows close. Shall we take our seats in the cinema? I must thank you again for purchasing our tickets. Please, allow me to repay the deed in Sour Patch Kids, or perhaps Milk Duds. Let's do it. We get in line to buy snacks. As we're waiting, I hear a familiar voice behind us. Ugh, my dad's here. I turn around to find Lucian, standing a few feet behind us with a gaggle of other goth kids. Lucian, how nice to see you. I didn't know you were coming to the theater. I'm glad to see you spending some quality time with your friends. Whatever, Dad. And what movie will you be attending tonight? My friends and I are making me see some kids' movie about talking animals. I don't really care about it. Well, I do hope you enjoy your evening. We'll be watching Vampire Crusade 2, Evil Never Dies.
What?
You? Watching that? Yeah, I thought Damien would enjoy it.
Huh.
Good luck with that, Dad. Lucian rejoins his friends, and I look over to Damien. Good luck with what? It's nothing. My son loves to tease. We wait in line for a little longer, and Damien buys us snacks. He seems a little nervous. Wonder what's wrong. Damien and I take our seats and settle in for previews. Glancing at him, I can see that he's sweating profusely and gripping his armrest. Is everything okay? Yeah, concern is always good. Everything is perfectly fine. I'm so excited for this film. I'm a devoted patron of the arts, especially scary arts. The scarier the art, the better. Do you have a favorite horror movie? Of course I have a favorite horror movie. Mine is Halloween Town. Terrifying. Hold on, isn't that a Disney film? Like, isn't that one of the Disney holiday movies that gets played like 40 times in October? Halloween Town? Oh, this is going to end well. Oh. Interesting. That's odd. I don't seem to remember Halloween Town being that scary. I would have expected him to bring up some sort of strange foreign horror film that I'd never heard of. Damien's knuckles are turning white. Looks like he's about to rip the armrest off. Wait a second. Damien, are you afraid of horror movies?
What?
You must be joking. I love horror movies. The lights dim for the film.
Ah!
Damien screams. In my ear. I apologize. I was thinking about something far scarier than this movie, which is not scary at all. We settle in as the film starts. I offer Damien some licorice, and he takes one. I take note of how much his hands are shaking.
Ah!
The title flashes across the screen in bloody letters. Vampire Crusade 2, Evil Never Dies.
Huh.
A pale man with long silver hair, glittering red eyes, and well-oiled abs sits up in a coffin. Awaken, Romulus Bad Blood. Oh god. Awaken by coven. Two more vampires slide the tops of their stone coffins onto the floor. Demetrius Morvant. Brother, is it time? Carmela von Ruden. Yes, husband, but also mortal enemy. It is time. The three look at each other, and then to the camera. For the Vampire Crusade! I'm doing my best to act bad at their bad acting. This rules. The trio of vampires flies off into the night as foreboding organ music plays in the distance. Somehow, I get lost in the movie. As dumb as it sounded, it's actually a pretty fun flick.
Ah!
We get to a tense moment of the movie where Romulus Trueblood sits at a truce meeting with the general of the human army, whose wife Romulus has fallen in love with. Romulus, it's good to finally meet you. General, I agree. It's good to finally blood you.
Ah!
Romulus leaps out and slashes the general's throat. Blood splatters over everything, including the camera.
Ah!
Damien screams again, reflexively grasping my hand. I immediately blush, forgetting about any vampires or blood or vampiric blood.
Ah!
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Damien retracts his hand and places it back in his lap.
Huh.
I was writing a novel in my head about blood magic, and I got to an extremely scary section. Wow. He sounds less convincing than the dad Sona does dating Brian. Like, I was writing a novel in my head about blood magic, and I got to an extremely scary section. Wow. This is just... Oh, you sweet, precious cinnamon roll. What have I done to you? Damien goes back to quietly stressing out over the movie. It's kind of cute that he won't admit that he's afraid of it. I wish he would hold my hand again, though. Aww. Maybe I could do something to try to make him feel more comfortable. I've got it. I'll do what all dads do best. Talk during the movie. Oh, this is difficult. Ask what's happening, which probably is not correct because I don't want to focus him on the movie or focus him on his fear. That's not good. Point out a plot hole. That always does tend to make the movies less scary. You know, the plot starts to fall apart. Tell a dad joke. Given no compelling other options, I'm going to tell a dad joke. Where's the dog go when it loses his tail?
What?
Where? To the retail store. God, I love puns, and that hurts me. Oh, ow. Oh, I don't know if I'm built for this kind of punishment. I yelled that last bit a little too loud for a crowded movie theater, but I can see a smile form on Damien's face. Good one, Padfoot. The rest of the movie goes by relatively smoothly, with only a few whimpers from Damien. Maybe he would have liked the romantic comedy better. We get to the final scene of the movie where Romulus Badblood and the General's wife embrace each other in his crypt. It appears that our true vampire crusade was the vampire crusade in our hearts, our cold, unbeating hearts. Romulus and the General's wife begin making out. Hard.
What?
The film fades to black and the end appears on the screen, but then it hard cuts to Demetrius and his rival lover Carmela, who watch the two from afar. Oh no! Twist ending! Our bloodline has been pure for 1,000 years. Romulus has betrayed us by loving a human woman. It will only be a short time before the next Vampire Crusade 3 evil must die again. More thunder, more ominous organs. The movie fades out again, and a bloody question mark now accompanies the end. Damien and I walk out of the movie theater amidst throngs of chattering moviegoers. He's a little more pale than I remember, but otherwise he survives the encounter. He even seems kind of invigorated. What an interesting film. While the premise admittedly struck me as pedestrian, I was intrigued by its harrowing love story and a great attention to detail in regards to vampire lore. Yeah, it was pretty good. A lot more vampire titties than I thought there would be. Smooth, Dad, smooth.
Oh.
Come, the night is young. Let's take a stroll. Damien is making a point of not telling me where he's taking me. Still, I'm enjoying the walk and the cool night air. Being alone here with Damien is a lot better than being in a crowded theater. Lovely night, isn't it? As lovely as the company, yes. ... He thinks I'm lovely. Damn. Okay, here comes the smooth response. Shit. They don't give me a smooth response! This game. Fenrir, have a good night. You're the best. Have a good sleep. Don't work too hard. Thanks, cool, or okay. Well, you don't say okay to that, by the way. Cool is... No, thanks about is probably as good as it gets, unfortunately. No problem. Crushed it. We both stand there feeling a little awkward. I sure am one smooth operator. You're getting a little hungry. You can maybe stop off and grab something to eat. Worry not, friend. I have a plan. We turn the corner and are greeted by the gates of a cemetery? What? Are we going in there? A little bit of Victorian flavor, Padfoot. Trust me. I'm a bit nervous, but Damien hasn't led me wrong yet. I follow his lead as we walk into the cemetery. Statues of angels stare down at us as we follow a path through the faded tombstones. We crest a small hill, we get a beautiful view of the city. The night lights sparkle around us. I gotta hand it to him for being in a cemetery. This is strangely romantic. Picnicking in graveyards is an old Victorian tradition. An appropriate finish to an evening after a vampire movie, wouldn't you say? With a flourish, Damien produces a blanket and picnic basket. Wait, where were you hiding that? Under my cloak? Oh, right. Under the cloak that I can see beneath. Okay, sure. We'll accept it. This game is not that serious. Damien unfolds the blanket and we both sit down, gazing out at the city lights. He produces a bottle of red wine and a fine selection of cheeses. In the Victorian era, there were no public art galleries, parks, or botanical gardens to speak of. Once rural graveyards became a more popular alternative to church burials, they became the only place that people could see beautiful plant life and fine sculptures. That makes sense. This is pretty nice. I have a question, though. How are you so okay with being in a graveyard, but you had trouble handling a scary movie?
What?
I wasn't... He sighs deeply. Okay, yes, I was extremely scared by that movie. I was not writing a book about blood magic in my head. I have never been good at those. I feel as if because of how I look and act, people expect me to love horror films, so I must play the part. Truth be told, I don't know if I have the constitution for them at times. Damien, I'm so sorry. If I'd have known, I would have suggested another movie. It's quite alright. I actually did find myself enjoying this one, thanks to your help. Graveyards, however, I think there's something rather beautiful about death. Cemeteries are traditionally built away from cities, away from the realm of the living, and it keeps us rather separated from it. And to acknowledge death and become comfortable with it, I think, gives us a certain intimate knowledge of ourselves. To sit amongst generations of those who came before us, to be truly alive in the midst of so much death, brings me great comfort. Death helps me appreciate life, to savor every second. We sit and enjoy our food and wine. I don't feel scared anymore. Never thought I'd be comfortable sitting alone in a graveyard at night, but I actually feel very peaceful. Suddenly, it doesn't seem like we're alone. Off in the distance, I see a shadowy figure in the trees. What is that?
Ah!
I'm not sure.
Huh.
It noticed us. I'm paralyzed with fear as it begins lumbering slowly towards us. Its shape taking a more animal form, more feral. I look to Damien for help, but he's just as afraid and transfixed as I am. I want to scream, but it's stuck in my throat. The creature is getting closer, moving faster.
Ah!
Woof!
Oh.
It's a dog. That's well, that was a little anticlimactic. As it finally comes into the light, the friendliest, dumbest little Boston Terrier I've ever seen pulls its owner towards us. We can't take it home, unfortunately, because, well, he's got an owner.
Oh.
The dog trots over to Damien and sniffs at his hands. Damien looks ecstatic. He ruffles the dog's fur happily. What a beautiful dog. Hey. We both look up, not expecting to see... Thanks. What? That's Robert's dog? Robert, the grim, gruff, tried... Robert, what are you doing out here on this lovely evening? Hunting cryptids. What? What? With a Boston Terrier?
Huh.
What? What? I didn't know you had a dog. This isn't my dog. I found her, wandering in the street. Put a leash on her, and now we're walking around this graveyard together. Hunting cryptids.
Oh.
Damien and I share a look. May I give her a treat? Sure. Wouldn't give her cheese, though. Not... God, no. No, you don't give a dog cheese. That's a really bad idea. It's a really, really bad idea. Not to worry. Damien reaches into the depths of his cloak and procures a small dog treat. What else is he keeping in there? The dog laps up the treat and crunches away, tail wagging furiously. Damien continues to smooth down her fur. Thanks. My absolute pleasure. Damien shakes the dog's paw. Lovely to meet you, my friend. May our paths cross again. Robert and his dog disappear into the darkness again. Damien stares after them. I didn't know you liked dogs. Victorians love dogs, actually. Most Victorian women of high fashion would always be accompanied by a small dog, such as a terrier or a Maltese. I think big dogs are nice, too. Yeah, man, dogs are cool. Depending on the dog and their digestive tract, that might give you a very fragrant night. I've heard that certain breeds like boxers and terriers are worse about it than others. The more you know. I do believe I had enough excitement for one night. Let's say we make our way home. Damien hops to his feet and extends a hand to help me up. I gladly take it, as my knees aren't what they used to be. He packs up his picnic basket and leads us out of the graveyard. As we begin the walk home, I take one last look at the cemetery. It really is beautiful. Like a proper gentleman, Damien walks me to my doorstep. Thank you ever so kindly for your company tonight. Damien, it was my pleasure. Padfoot, if you'll allow me, it would bring me great joy to offer you a token of my affection. Damien reaches into his cloak and pulls out a folded, monogrammed handkerchief. He presses it into my hand. Oh. Thank you, Damien. Oh, shit. These are all wise ass. I'll use this to dry my tears for those I've lost. Can't wait to sneeze on this. We probably shouldn't tell him that one. And I'm gonna wave this at passing ships. Use this to dry my tears for those I've lost. Eggplants! Finally! First time I think we've gotten eggplants with Damien. A noble purpose. Damien shuffles his feet. I just want to say that it's rare to find someone like you. Someone who's open to my eccentricities. It's nice to feel so accepted. Thank you. Damien gives my hand a quick squeeze. Damien blushes and hastily retracts his hand. I must take my leave. Good night. Before I can say anything else, he's gone. Huh. I unlock the door and step inside. What? Like a whirlwind, Amanda runs from the window and plops down on the couch, trying to look nonchalant. Hey, Dad, what's up? Were you, watching me from the window? No, I was just, Okay, yes. How was the movie? Lots of vampire titties. Told you. But, as it turns out, Damien is Wait. Amanda doesn't need to know that. I'll keep it between me and Damien. Scary cool. Yeah, he's so cool. It's scary. Nice save, Badfoot. Did you know that graveyards used to be a place to throw parties? I think I'm misremembering that. Wow, that's pretty punk. Also, we saw a dog. Definitely thought it was a werewolf for a minute, though.
Yeah.
How can you be so sure it wasn't a werewolf? How can you be so sure I'm not a werewolf? And how can I be so sure you're not a werewolf? Amanda's eyes narrow. I don't trust you. Nor I you. We make intense, wary eye contact for a second. Anyway, I'm calling it for the night. Don't stay up too late, will you? I'll try not to howl at the moon past midnight. Don't think I'm going to get an S rank for this one. Oh, wait.
I'm sensing a romance between us.
Ooh.
A chemical romance.
Oh my god, no! No, 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 no,
It's a
no.
band?
A chemical romance. What is with this route and the endless stream of MCR jokes? Travis, you didn't know that was a band? You've got to be kidding me, right? That you don't know My Chemical Romance? When I was... No, I can't sing that. Oh, shit. Welcome to the Black Parade. Oh, no, I didn't hear the last bit. I'm sorry. I'm real stupid, unfortunately. Wait, that's a band? Yeah. Well, and of course, the double joke is that when you first meet Damien and go through his house, his son listens to My Chemical Romance. Yeah, I didn't hear the last bit. I'm sorry. I started talking. I'm bad. Yeah, his son listens to My Chemical Romance, but he doesn't know what the band is, so he's not paying attention real good.
Welcome. You've got dads.
All right. So, we got a little time. I say we do one other date before we finish someone's storyline. One more. And it's probably going to be Craig or Robert. What do you say, chat? Do we do Jock or Grim? Creepy, kind of strange dad. Do we do Craig or Robert? What do you think? I'm actually thinking Robert because he's got an adorable dog. But, you know, Craig's got adorable kids. And I don't even like kids that much. Yes, Sonata, I know what your vote is. Alright, we're split two ways here. Oh god, so it's 2-3 in favor of Robert right now. 2-3 in favor of Robert right now. Well, we can always go. I can always go back and do them all later. Let's see here. Sonata votes for Jock. Hinkle votes for Jock. Loomis votes for Dog because Robert, because maybe we'll see the dog. Commentary votes for Robert. Travis votes for Robert. Is there any more input from anybody else in the chat? Going once. Going twice. Sold to Robert by the narrowest of margins. What can I say? I'm powerless before my chat. Robert was pretty nice. A little odd, but nice and ruggedly handsome. We should hang out. I type out a message to him on Dadbook. Hey, Robert. Good seeing you again at the cookout. Want to grab a drink? I sit there for a couple of seconds, hoping he'll message me back. ... Hey, it says that he read my message. I anxiously wait for a response. Watch cat videos on the internet. That's clearly what we want to do, because cat videos on the internet are the best. Start down a rabbit hole of cat videos, and Robert quickly vanishes from my mind. I didn't realize how long I've been doing this, but by the time I watch maybe my 30th cat video, Robert pops back into my head. I jump back over to Dadbook to see if he's responded yet. No. Well, guess the guy's busy. Don't you just hate that? Leave you on the red receipts? Sorry, I got some messages up. Might as well make the best of my day. I get up, walk to the living room, and sit down and turn on the TV. Food Channel. History Channel and Game Show are the other options, and really, is there any option when you just need to watch something other than Food Network? Really? Like, there's usually something. Ooh, Meat Hell is on. You have 10 minutes to cook a 5-course meal that must include these ingredients: steak, lemon meringue pie, paper clips, and a hammer. If you aren't able to finish cooking, or if any of these ingredients are absent from the dish, we will release the wolves. Holy shit! It's like Chopped crossed with Cutthroat Kitchen on steroids. Jesus. Oh my god. I'm not kidding. Please help us. I lose several hours to whatever the hell that was. Sighing, I get up and walk around the house. My stomach grumbles. Time for lunch, huh? Well, I guess it's time for old Chef Sagan to cook a gourmet delicacy. Fuck. Delicacy! I walk over to the refrigerator and open the door. Make a sandwich, microwave some eggs, or mustard jar. What? Mustard jar? Mustard jar? No, not the mustard jar. And why would you microwave eggs? Travis, that's probably actually a really good drag name. We're gonna just make a sandwich. I don't know why you would microwave eggs. Make a sandwich in its entirety while standing there. Who needs plates? You can microwave eggs? Really? Don't they, like, burst? I must research this. No, like, seriously, I thought they would just explode. Like, boom. You really can microwave eggs? Really? Why have I not been doing this? Why have I not been doing this all my life? Oh, okay, you do actually crack them. I was like, well, I don't know these things. I didn't know you could microwave them at all. Okay. Gonna have to research this. This is gonna be a thing. I might do this. Anyway, I'll research this later. We've got dads to date. The sandwich, a lost art. I admire my work for a second before I clumsily drop the entire thing on the floor. Fail. No. Me. Oh no. Who's gonna get this reference? No. Mi torta. Name that show. Anyway, while we continue with that, I'm going to wait for the reference to sink into chat. Commentary, I wouldn't let me cook for you. I'll pay for your dinner, but I won't cook for you. Yes! Mi torta! Look around and remember that Amanda's not home. This is still good. 5-second rule, right? I reassemble my sandwich, peeling pickles off. Ew! No! Gross, Dad! Ew! No! Oh, gross, Dad! Don't peel pickles off the floor and then put them in your mouth. I can cook a little bit, okay? I can get by. I just don't cook. It messes with my anxiety, okay? You can get it wrong so many ways. How do you know when enough is enough? Now I feel like a really bad person. Like, I can cook if I have, like, a recipe and time and the appropriate stress level. It's just, I don't, and I need to get back to it. I need to eat better, but I worry that I'm going to do it wrong, okay? I worry that I'm going to do it wrong. Anyway, let's get back to my dad Sona doing something I would never, ever, ever do. Complete divergence from me, because ew, oh my god, do not peel pickles off the floor and put them back in your mouth. Wait, I'm a wreck. Yes, you are! You're a gross little wreck. Travis, I have failure issues. I have failure issues. Where, Pop? God damn it. Finish my snack and walk around the house some more. Bored. When's Amanda coming home? Don't I have a job? Oh, I just remembered something. When we were packing up the old house, we found an old basketball hoop that would hang off a door. It'd really bring the living room together. I wonder where I put it. I spent a couple of minutes poking around the new place until I find it. After installing it above one of the doors in the living room, I'm ready to dunk. Come on and slam! I take a leap from the free throw line and rocket that sucker down the net. The crowd goes wild. And welcome to the Jam! He would be a Space Jam fan. Yes, nobody should cook bacon naked. I know that much. Grease splatter is a thing. I don't know. I actually probably wouldn't cook bacon shirtless. I pull up from the three-point line, breaking ankles and sinking a fadeaway. I forgot the rest of the words to this song. Where, pup? That is not the way you get a hot ass. That's just not. Nope. No look behind the back, hook shot. Everyone's on their feet. Something, something, Space Jam. Yes, as I recall, yes, you did shirtless bacon, and I believe I pointed out how risky it was. And that I didn't understand how you could do the grease splatter. I like my skin intact, thank you. I managed to just barely defeat myself at horse before Amanda comes home. Then we cook dinner together. We're proud of ourselves for not even coming close to burning down the house. Afterward, Amanda and I dig into a carton of ice cream over an episode of Chopped Toddler Tournament. I'm also going to say, with myself and cooking, like, summer schedule is super exhausting. I've been super stressed. Cooking is effort. And there have been times when I have not. And I am slowly piecing my energy and my stress level back together. And we're working on it. And I'm working on getting back into the flow. I'm getting back in the gym next week. Oh my god, it's going to be awful. Being in the gym is not going to be awful. Being sore is going to be awful. And I'm slowly kind of... Summer was just bad. Summer was just bad. And we're going to leave it at that. Afterward, Amanda and I... Well, crockpot I can do. Crockpot I have done, by the way. I just need to get more recipes together for that, to be honest. I need to do my pot roast again. Send me good crockpot recipes. I'll make them. In fact, I will do that. So. Sorry, my nose is running. I don't know why. It's been really bad lately. Yeah, no, just send me crockpot recipes. Why am I asking for this on stream? Oh my god. Anyway, afterwards, Amanda and I dig into a carton of ice cream over an episode of Chopped Toddler Tournament. What you have in front of you is a molecularly deconstructed sweet potato with a brown sugar demi-glace with creme fraiche, of course. I can't do a toddler voice, I swear to God. This is literally a jar of baby food. toddler immediately bursts into tears. Are we bad people for watching this? Yes. Yes, we are. Yes. Just then, my computer dings. Huh? What's that? Oh, you probably just got a message. Amanda and I walk over to the computer and check Dad Book. It's a message from Robert! You up? WYD. Oh my god, he's like that guy. What you doing? What am I doing? You're just chilling. I'm just chilling. I'm watching television with my daughter. Just working on my motorcycle. I'm just chilling. I'm gonna go with my daughter's sage advice because she's my daughter. She's younger than me. She should probably know about the social media stuff. I type back, just chilling. Amanda deletes the G and hits send. It'll make you look cooler. You haven't seen the cinnamon roll thing? Cinnamon rolls are precious. Yes. Cinnamon rolls, you protect them and like guard them and you have feels. She is a precious cinnamon roll. Damien is a precious cinnamon roll. Brian is a hot, hopefully soon to be glazed cinnamon roll. Can't believe I said that. No. Joseph is not a cinnamon roll. He's like, I don't know. He's like the cinnamon roll that you get out of a vending machine that's been in there for 2 months. Anyway, let's move past my horrible taste in comments. It'll make you look cooler. A couple moments pass. Hold on, I'm checking a couple things. Another message pops up. Yes. Want to grab a drink? Hey, that means he wants to hang out. I know what that means, Amanda. Want to grab a drink. But it's kind of late. Come on, Pops, live a little. I am living with ice cream and traumatized toddlers. Okay. Well, it's your life, but I think you'd have a lot of fun tonight. You're trying to get to know the neighbors better, aren't you? Fine. I type back a message to Robert, asking him for details, and he tells me to meet him at Jim and Kim's. Well, don't wait up for me. I never do. I throw on a nice jacket and run out the door. It's only a short walk to Jim and Kim's, and it's a beautiful night. Yeah, Werepup, you slept with him. On the first night. You shouldn't have done that. Anyway, I walk into the bar and see... Freudian slip. Walk into the bar and see the usual crowd of barflies drinking beer and watching sports. Spot Robert at the back of the bar and wave hi as I walk over. Hey man, how's it going? Hey buddy.
Hey.
Ahoy there, Skipper. What? Well, hello. Robert and Mary are here? Uh-oh.
Oh.
I brought Mary along. No, that's Brian's voice. Excuse me. Brought Mary along. Figured we'd need a drinking buddy. Oh, man. I was excited to get to know Robert a little better. I have to deal with this weird married lady making passes at me.
Ugh.
Don't look so scared, kiddo. We're just having a drink.
Oh.
Yeah, speaking of which, I think it's time for the first round. What are you having? Something tropical. Beer and whiskey, straight up. Well, I know if I want to impress Robert, what I gotta do. A dad after my own heart, huh? Eggplants, of course. Robert orders 3 shots of whiskey and passes them between us. Well, this wasn't how I expected my night to be going. Here's to bad decisions and relaxed moral values, fellas. What have I gotten myself into? We all knock back the shots. I almost choke on the whiskey as it burns down my throat. Holy hell, that was a kick. I look over at Robert and Mary, who seem like old pros at this. Robert grabs his jacket and throws it on. Let's get marching. What? The night's young, Chief. Come on, we're bar hopping. Oh. Alright. As someone who personally pretty much detests bars... Yeah, okay. Nope. We leave the bar and start walking down the street. I still don't know this area of town very well, so I just follow Robert. Bars are not fun. Bars are loud. They're crowded. You can't actually talk to anybody without blowing your throat out. And all there is to do is drink, and it's expensive. I don't do bars very well, damn it. Where, Bob? Oh boy. The only hopping you did in your youth was man hopping? Really? Oh my. Travis, when I was in college, I would go out to the bar with friends, and that wasn't so bad because if you're with friends, it's more tolerable. I don't really do... These days, yeah, I'm getting to be an old man, and I don't stay up that late. But anyway. So where are we headed?
There.
Irish Hour Drinking. It's an Irish pub. Irish Hour Drinking? Okay. Alright, here we go. A good pun is the whiskey to my heart. Ow. Ow, that hurts. Oh, God.
Come on.
Puns are the lowest form of humor, Padfoot. Try harder. Ouch. I'm gonna be the butt of the joke all night. Jesus, Mary, put your fangs away for a second. We walk into Irish Hour Drinking. The bar is pretty much the same as Jim and Kim's, except for the old-timey Irish memorabilia on the wall. Next round. What are you having? I am gonna end up so fucking drunk. Let's do it. I hope my dad isn't like my dad Sona isn't like me, because I am a lightweight. If I had had 2 shots of whiskey in fairly quick succession, my head would already be swimming. This is not the last bar we're going to end up in. I am absolutely certain. Oh, dear. Robert orders 3 more glasses of whiskey, and we post up in a garish green booth. Mary slides in and sidles up next to Robert, which makes me breathe a sigh of relief.
Oh?
Let's sip this one, why don't we?
Hey.
Suit yourself. Mary immediately downs her shot in one gulp and burps loudly. That'll put hair on your chest. You are truly the paragon of grace and beauty. Mary grabs my drink and sips on it.
Hey.
Hey! Padfoot, be a dear and get us another round, will you? I don't know how to process this evening at all. I get up and order another round of drinks from the bartender. As I head back, I see Mary and Robert having a lively conversation. Robert roars with laughter. I don't think I've ever seen the guy smile, let alone laugh. I take a seat across from the booth from them and pass out the drinks. The booth across the booth from them and pay. Yes, there, I said that right.
Hey.
So Edith's kid snuck some pot brownies onto the table at the last bake sale, right? And I spot that little hemp sweatshirted gremlin in the act, so I go up to Edith with the baggie, and I'm about to tell her when all of a sudden she just freaks out at me. You're ruining the bake sale, she says. I should have been PTA president. Your roots are bad, and blah, blah, blah. So what'd you do? I told her to have a brownie and that everything was going to be fine. Mary! That is not cool. Very funny, but not cool. See, I have an advantage when it comes to drinking and getting drunk, which is to say that I am absolutely phobic about throwing up. Like, absolutely panic attack phobic. And so I don't drink that much. I can't. If I start feeling kind of queasy because I've been drinking too much, that's it. I'm done. And I have never been drunk enough to override that impulse. It's a wonderful thing. It's probably the only upside to that phobia, except maybe the fact that I'm absolutely also kind of compulsive about food safety because I don't want to get food poisoning. But things you never needed to know about me, by the way. They both erupt in laughter. I politely follow along with the story.
There.
She ate 3. Oh my god. No. I know that you don't do that. You don't eat 3 pot edible anything if you don't know how you're going to react. Oh boy. She ate 3. She ate 3 pot brownies, not knowing what they were. Oh, God. More laughter. Okay, that was actually pretty funny. She called the cops and told them the time had stopped. Mary looks directly at me. Do you smoke weed? What? Well, technically my character smokes oregano. Matt and I found that out the hard way. You know, the devil's lettuce. I have 2 fat blunts in my purse right now. Want a blaze? What's the funny answer, I think, would be the appropriate one. What? No, and indignation is probably not good. I am a law-abiding citizen. You with the feds? I think... Is you with the feds the appropriate answer in this one? Sheesh. Yeah. I worked hard for what I have, and no 2-bit corner boy is going to drop the dime on me. So you take what you're pushing somewhere else, and I'll keep running my business the way I want it run. What? Remember, you come at the king, you best not miss. Jesus, kid, dial it back. Robert giggles helplessly. I see, because I'm not trying to impress her. She can go jump off a cliff. I'm trying to impress him.
Hey.
I'm just kidding, cowboy. Lay off the kid, Mary. He might not be used to your brand of humor.
Hey.
Fine. We sit around and sip our drinks, people watching and cracking jokes. For a little bit of time, I begin to warm up to Mary. Her jokes become much funnier and much less scary. But it seems like she's not going anywhere anytime soon. I just wanted some alone time with Robert. I wonder if I can get her to leave somehow. Let's see. Isn't Joseph wondering where you are? Is probably actually really cruel. Lots of eligible bachelors around here. I know from my experiences that she actually doesn't take any of them home, so that's probably not a good idea. Could you get the next round? Sure, that's reasonable. You trying to ditch me, pal? I know. Because if you're trying to ditch me, you can just tell me to scram. No, it's fine. Padfoot wants alone time with his new best buddy, Robert. Read you loud and clear. The wingman breaks formation to pursue their prey. Now, if you fellows will excuse me, Mary needs to sink her teeth into a helpless boy. Go with God. Nice seeing you.
Come on.
Deuces, nerds. Mary gets up and saunters over to a younger-looking guy at the bar.
Hey.
She grows on you. Does she, though? I feel like she kind of delights in making men suffer.
Hey.
Well, she does. But what about her and Joseph? What about them? You know, they're married, and she definitely tried to get in my pants the other night, and I gesture to across the bar where she's making goo-goo eyes at that young guy from before. He looks like he's being held hostage.
Hey.
Oh, that's just a thing she does. She's harmless. Tell that to the boy she's hanging off of. Poor kid looks like he's seen war. Robert lets out a hearty laugh. Hey, I got him to laugh. Oh, man, you know I pegged you for one of those straight-laced types. Oh, don't worry. I got pretty wild back in my day. Still got a little wild in you. You know it. There's so much wild in me. I have a child I need to care for. You know it. Sure, let's run with this. I'm not going to sleep with him. Swear to God. It's just a little bit of an overreaction, I think, to say I've... Yes, werepup, that is just you. See, I got the eggplants. I'm fine. Robert orders a couple more rounds of shots. A gulp. What am I getting myself into? Then you can go shot for shot. There's only one way to look cool here. I grab the shot closest to me and down it. Werepup, I was not insulting you. I don't insult people. What? What'd I do? What'd I do? Somebody tell me. I don't know. Clueless here. Robert looks impressed. He takes a shot and knocks it back. That's one. So, what do I even talk about? He's so cool. He probably hates small talk. So how are things?
Hey.
I hate small talk. Okay. Too many people, and this isn't necessarily you, but too many people think they have to fill the dead air with noise. Personally, I think they're afraid of the silence. They're afraid of what the other person is going to think of the silence.
Hey.
If you want some unsolicited advice, just learn to be comfortable with silence. It's not awful advice, by the way, but, you know, whatever. Nothing wrong with two people sitting in silence and drinking whiskey. Oh. All right.
Hey.
Robert and I sit in silence and drink whiskey. I take in the rest of the bar. Patrons laughing, playing darts, spilling beer, Mary giving the hard sell to that young man, the young man pretending he got a phone call from one of his friends. Huh. Maybe silence is nice sometimes. So, you ever kill a man? I choke on my drink. Excuse me? You know, watch the life drain from someone's eyes. It's not just their life, you know. It's their hopes and dreams draining away. Every memory and experience they've ever had. Gone. No.
Hey.
Great, me neither. Robert knocks back his shot and motions for me to do the same. I reciprocate. He's such a troll. I'm just messing with you. Relax. I laugh nervously.
Oh.
Or am I? I laugh nervously. Again. We sip more whiskey, and people watch some more. Mary has her sights set on another man after the other one excused himself to the bathroom, and, I assume, crawled out the window. Gosh, this whiskey's hitting me hard. Gosh, this whiskey's hitting me hard. You betcha. Robert gets up out of the booth, shouldering his jacket. Let's roll!
Huh.
Sorry, whiskey. Inside voices. Let's roll. Wait, what about Mary? Brother, Mary is going to be just fine. I look over at Mary, who's lying on the bar in front of some poor sap. She's singing happy birthday to him while he insists that it's not his birthday. Going the old Marilyn Monroe routine, I see. We make our way out of the bar and back onto the street. I'm trying my hardest not to stumble, but man, that sidewalk is just coming at me. I hope Robert doesn't notice me tripping over my feet like this is the first time I've ever been drunk. Where to? You'll see. I follow Robert through street lamps, spotlights, until we eventually arrive at a rundown strip mall. What the hell is that behind his head? Is that what I think it... I don't even want to know. I'm just going to skip right past this. I follow Robert through the street lamp spotlights until we finally arrive at a rundown strip mall. There's a beauty salon, a sex shop, a computer repair store that looks like it's been closed for 10 years, and finally, a liquor store. No, not that. That's a sex shop. I get that. But that is the computer repair store, I think, but I don't know what that is out the back of his head.
Hey.
Wait here. I'll be right back. Oh, it's a telephone. It's a happy little telephone. Never mind. That's... Yeah, because the sex shop is over there. After a minute, Robert returns with 2 wine bottles in brown paper bags. He hands one to me. Cheers. He sits on the curb and drinks. He motions for me to do the same. This is really not where I expected the night to go. I take a sip. White Zinfandel? What? Nothing. I just wasn't expecting. It is delicious, fruity, and refreshing. Don't judge me. I start to say something. Think of his lecture about valuing silence earlier, and stop. I sip on my wine and watch cars drive by.
Oh.
Let's throw rocks at shit. What? Robert suddenly hurls a rock at a stop sign. The ding echoes throughout the empty parking lot. That felt good. He presses a stone to my free hand. Now you try. I don't know. With feeling. I look at the rock in my hand. I look at the stop sign. Back at the rock, back at the stop sign. I know what has to be done. I got a problem with authority. I'm sorry. This one's for you, Pappy. God damn. Got a problem with authority. Got a problem with authority! I hurl the rock at the sign. It sails over the stop sign right into the window of a parked car, leaving a crack.
Huh?
Dude, run! I leap up and dart into the nearest alley, wine in hand. I can hear Robert's footsteps behind me. Excuse me. After I'm sure I'm far enough away from the cracked window that I'm no longer culpable for this heinous crime, I stop to catch my breath. Maybe we strike rock throwing from the to-do list. Agreed. Suddenly, my stomach growls. Oh man, I'm starving. Let's get pizza. I can't argue with that. Where's good around here? Actually, I don't even care if it's good. It just needs to be edible and in my mouth in the next 5 minutes. Phrasing! I know just the place. I follow Robert through a maze of alleys and side streets until we eventually end up in front of a tiny hole-in-the-wall pizza joint. Bright red neon sign reads, Pete's Pizza Pizza. Good thing I'm good at this narrator shit, right? Ta-da! I can see a few exhausted-looking workers behind the counter tossing dough and pulling piping hot pizzas right out of stone ovens. My stomach rumbles again. We go up to the counter and get ready to order.
Oh.
Can I get 2 slices of Hawaiian pizza? Oh wait, Padfoot, you're cool with pineapple on your pizza, right? You bastard! You son of a bitch! No, pineapple on pizza is not okay. It is not alright. It's sweet when it should be savory, and... Oh, God. Oh. Do I please him or do I go with my personal distaste? Oh, God damn it. God damn it. Am I true to myself or do I please him? He's made me a petty criminal. He will not make me eat pineapple on pizza. Robert grabs me by the collar. I respect your opinion, and I will fight with my life for your right to say it. But where's your sense of adventure? Where's your sense of taste? Why won't you love yourself? The juiciness of the pineapple paired with the tanginess of the sauce is a flavor combination that everyone should experience at least once, if not 1,000 times more. Pineapple on pizza is one of the few things in life that I genuinely and thoroughly enjoy. Please, please just do this for me. No, do this for yourself. So, 2 slices of Hawaiian pizza? Abso-goddamn-lutely. We wait a minute for our pizza to come out of the oven. I'm practically drooling at the smell. The cashier hands us each a giant slice on a paper plate so saturated with grease I'm worried that it will fall apart. We take our pizzas outside and wander through the alleyways as we eat. I take a bite out of the pineapple pizza, and hey, it's actually not that bad. I can't believe I spent so much of my life bragging this sort of pizza to all my friends. Maybe I should give pineapple pizza a shot one day. No, you shouldn't. I've had it. I've tried it. No. Man, I feel way better now. You and me both. We hear noise coming out of a slightly ajar door in the alleyway. Robert looks at me excitedly. Got any more of that wild in you? Sure, you betcha. Okay, whatever. Good on ya. I am tired of following this crazy man through crazy shit. I don't like this. I'm actually really not having fun with this route. Robert and I slide the door open and peek inside. It's completely dark except for some flickering light. We slowly creep forward, cautious not to be heard or seen. Shh. Don't shush me so loud. Shh. Plumas, you will. Oh my God. We will have words and stern words about this. Well, can we have another pizza so I don't have to eat it? God damn it. What is this? What are you people with pineapple on pizza? It's sweet when it should not be sweet. It's cloying. Fine, you can have pineapple pizza. I don't care what you put in... Well, okay. I'm going to rephrase that. I don't care what pizza you eat. It is not good. It is so clashing. Like, I cannot. I don't like it. I don't like pineapple with ham either. It's too sweet. It's too sweet when it should be savory. I'm a purist, god damn it. Pineapple should be for snacking. It is great for snacking. I love pineapple, and not just for the reason that everybody is thinking. But I cannot. No, pineapple does not pair with savory. Is this 4 years? How many discussions? And this is what you're going to argue with me about pineapple pizza and break our relationship on the stream over pineapple? Really? Really? Is this what's gonna happen? Savory and sweet are good together, but not like that. It is too sweet. It is too acid. Ugh. Donut burgers? Donut burgers are gross. Chocolate and pretzels. Yes, that's sweet and savory, but it's a different kind of sweet and it's a different kind of savory. Chocolate has a rich taste to it. It's not acidic. It's not a bright sweetness. Gonna let me be wrong in my wrongness. Okay, more pineapple pizza for you. I'll eat something that doesn't taste like I dumped fruit cocktail on my pizza. What are we even doing here? What are we even doing? Ugh. No, you can't make me a fruit cocktail pizza. No, that's gross. Ew. Oh. I bet you people like mush all your food together too, don't you? Like where you get mashed potatoes on your roll and gravy on your carrots and your ham becomes tainted by the juice of green beans. Do you do that? This chat is a fruit cocktail. Yes, this chat. Oh. That's... Okay, like if it's a dessert pizza, of course you put fruit on it. I will gladly eat a pineapple dessert pizza, because that's supposed to be sweet. No, food stays separate. Food stays separate. So that you don't, unless it's food that's supposed to go together. Oh, you don't put the mashed potatoes in the corn? It's gross. No, you eat them separately, enjoying them as distinct tastes and textures instead of smashing them all together into a soup that blends different tastes that were never meant to go together. I mean, pasta's one thing. You're supposed to mix pasta with stuff, and soup is supposed to be together, but you don't like. You don't like. And then the green bean juice gets in your mashed potatoes, and they're all soggy. And the corn juice also makes it soggy, and then the texture's weird with the mashed potatoes, and your roll gets wet. No, they're separate. They're separate entities. And then you enjoy them in their differences. I am not a child. I just think that things that are supposed to be kept separate are to be kept separate. No, rolls shouldn't be soppy. That's wrong. Like butter, you soak a roll through with butter, and stew's okay, but it depends on the sauce. But like, I don't want like green bean juice and corn juice. Jesus is a biscuit. Let him sop you up. Oh my God. I mean, it's one thing when you're, like, intentionally... It's one thing, like, when you're intentionally... Like, if you go to Cracker Barrel and you get the fried apples, of course you use the biscuits to sop up the fried apple juice because it's delicious and it's cinnamony and it makes a perfect topping to a biscuit. But if you just, like, drop your roll on your plate so it gets in the green beans and the mashed potatoes and the corn, and then it's all tasting corny and green beany in addition to being a roll, it's not good. You know, you're not listening to me. Nobody's listening to me now. All right, we're gonna go back to the story because I cannot, even with you people who put your foods together and like pineapple on pizza, and I have my faith in my friends is shaken because it's like I don't even. It's like anyway. Going back to Robert and the craziness. All right, I will agree. King's Hawaiian rolls are the best, always, except for the cheesy rolls from Red Lobster, which are also the best, and biscuits from Cracker Barrel, which are also the best. Somebody else said, "God damn it, we're a pup." Yes! Yes! Okay. We come to the end of the hallway and find ourselves standing in front of a movie screen. Oh, this suddenly makes sense. Did we really just sneak into a movie theater like a couple of teenagers? No talking during the movie. We look into the audience and are surprised to find that it's almost completely empty, save for a row of few teenagers in the front. They look annoyed when they notice us. Robert starts making his way to the very back of the theater, and I follow him. We settle in with our wines and try to make sense of this movie. It's a romantic comedy, I think. A young man is frantically trying to get through New York to find the woman that he's finally realized he's in love with. Kiss already! There's nobody to kiss yet. You want him to kiss the taxi driver? Hell yeah. Shit. The kids down the way notice us heckling. One of them speaks up. Hey man, keep it down. Oh, it's you. This is the delinquent who didn't notice he was being bricked up into the boiler room for 20 minutes. Oh, damn, that's Ernest Hemingway, Hugo's kid. I wonder if his fraught relationship with his father is partially because his father named him Ernest Hemingway. Ernest! Hey, Ernest! I know you! It's me! It's your neighbor! Hi! Oh god, I'm drunk. Ernest turns back around, embarrassed. I turn back to Robert. He kiss anyone yet? Hinkle, have a good night. See you on the flip side. It turns out that yes, he did kiss someone. He made his way out to a tiny island near New York to profess his love for a woman who for some reason he knew would be there. He tells him that they hit the jackpot. He said that they had, but I think there was some subtext I'm missing here. Boo, love is dead. Shut up, it's beautiful. No, you shut up. Ernest grumbles. The credits start to roll. I stand up. Robert immediately pulls me back down. Hundreds of people worked very hard to make this film happen, and you're going to sit there and appreciate them. Okay. Look at that. Elizabeth Shelton. She worked really hard. I bet she did lots of good wardrobe design. Thank you, Elizabeth Shelton, for this beautiful film-going experience. And Peter Anders, catering, fed a bunch of people so they could have the energy to do their jobs. What a guy. We let the credits roll while Robert individually thanks every member of the crew. Once it's finally over and he makes sure no animals were harmed in the making of this film, we leave the movie theater. We stumble into the theater parking lot, polishing off the rest of our wine. Hey, assholes! Out of nowhere, a rock flies through the air and hits me on the knee. My knee! What the hell? Ernest and his friends stand in the alleyway, blocking our exit. Oh, what do you guys want? Why'd you go and throw a rock in my knee? This is my good knee. My orthopedist is gonna be pissed. Ernest tosses another rock up and down in his hands. What's wrong with this kid? You ruined my theater-going experience. Now you have to pay. Oh. Well, I don't have any cash on me right now, and, like, movies got really expensive. Ernest hucks another rock at my other knee. I'm able to jump out of the way, but I didn't properly stretch before physical activity, and I'm probably going to feel super sore in the morning. We ruined it for you? That movie was pretty crappy in the first place. Hey, you take that back! That was a beautiful love story with really genuine acting. You call that good acting? What classicist mainstream slop have you been served your entire life? What?
Huh?
Have you ever even seen any Michael Powell? A Matter of Life and Death? 1946? Easily the toughest 5 minutes of love you'll ever witness. Listen, man. No, you listen. That popcorn-ass drivel the mass media is shoving down your throat will only make you dumber and sadder. You of all people should strive for a higher standard in the art you consume. Your name is Ernest Hemingway, for Christ's sakes. Oh, now you've done it. That's Ernest's friend. Ernest rushes Robert, screaming like a banshee. Ah! Like that. I dive between Ernest and Robert, trying to stop the kid. He lunges forward, kicking me as hard as he can in the knee. Fuck my knee! Holy shit, I just cursed. Holy shit, I just cursed. That's ironic.
Excuse me?
Robert gets in between Ernest and myself. It's as if he's seeing red. Fuck, my fucking knee hurts.
No one hurts
All
my
right.
friend.
Buddy, talk like a punk, get hit by like a punk. Robert squares up into a boxer stance. Queensberry rules. 3-minute rounds with 1 minute rests in between. No low blows, fish hooks, J grabs, or high blows. Shit. I'm sorry, I scared the cat. Back to the drama, real quick. What? And don't even think about pulling an illegal turnstile. That's an automatic deduction of 3 points. You'll have to designate a second if you're unable to fulfill your role as main duelist. One of your friends over there looks like he has enough youthful vivacity to handle it. Hey man, I don't want to get dragged into this. That movie sucked. It's too late. You two are bloodbound. If he dies, you die.
What?
Sorry, I don't make the rules. Talk to Queensberry. We're just gonna go. Ernest and his friends warily back away. Robert calls after them. The Queensberry Association will hear about this and consume better content. Once the teens are safely out of earshot, Robert turns to me. Were you about to actually fight that kid? Are you kidding me? I've never hit a child. That would be despicable.
Hey.
You throw the rules at them, though. They always bolt. Nobody wants a Queensberry sanctioned throwdown. What message, Sonata? I don't know. The Xena war cry, I saw. But full disclosure, I made half of that up. Well, see, you don't even have to know the rules. You just make them up. Come on, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Robert and I cool down a bit as we walk back to the neighborhood. I'm so sorry. I get really into the art of filmmaking when I drink. It's okay. I think it's cool how much you like movies. To be honest, I don't know a lot about them myself. Buddy, I got so much to show you. You ever see any Sam Fuller? I haven't. Fuller is cash. Thanks for the adventure, instead of thanks for the dinner and a movie, or thanks for defending my honor. Adventure is all I got, buddy. Robert throws an arm around my shoulder, and we drunkenly belt out tunes all the way back. We finally get to his doorstep. This was an interesting night. I liked it. A smile forms on his cheeks. A rare sight. Let's sing again soon, yeah? Yeah. I linger there for a second, swaying drunkenly in the night breeze. Robert claps me on the shoulder.
Oh boy.
Night, bud. Robert heads back inside, and I stumble my way back home.
You're a straight shooter. I like that.
Didn't expect to
Welcome.
get the
You
full
got
amount of
that.
points with that particular... not with the pineapple thing. So, we are running a little low on time. I think it's time to close out a route. How about that? And I'm torn. I'm really, really, really torn. Because I like Matt. I like Matt a lot. His storyline's really sweet. He seems a really cool guy. I learned about actual good new music because of Matt. Have a good night. Wear a pup. Have a good night. Brian, because Brian, and I've actually heard his ending's really sweet. And or Damien. Oh, soft boy or hip boy? Soft boy or hip boy? Oh, yeah. I love Damien, but I do think he's the clear, like, oh, God. I hate choices. I really hate choices. I kind of want to resolve his, but I want to get over the competitiveness. Damn it, I really do. Damn. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Oh God, and inspiration is not forthcoming from the chat, is it? I don't want to make this choice. Oh. Do we see it through with Hip Dad? Or do we go for Brian? I am probably actually not going to do another date with Robert on stream for a couple of reasons. One, doing his voice hurts my throat. I don't feel right if I don't growl Robert's lines, and my throat hurts now, like really bad. Oh God. No, I want to make the choice. I want to wrap. Well, we are missing some people. I could chicken out. I could chicken out and call the stream, but that would be chickening out, kind of, wouldn't it? That is so sweet. Ay. Oh. I'm gonna... That's the thing, I'm eventually... it's not that I'm eventually gonna have to make this choice regardless, even if I was to do it off-stream. And I can go back, and I can redo, and I can, I can use this, I can, like, save here, and hey, there's a branch point. I can go back, I can do Brian's, I can do Damien's. And that's the thing, like, they're both good choices. All three of them are good choices. I don't want to make the choice, and... It's weird. I feel like I'm betraying whoever I don't choose. Like, Matt's really sweet, and Brian's amazing, and Damien's a cinnamon roll, and... Fine, we'll do this. We'll do this. Are we ready? Is this good? Are we good with this? Maybe. Choices. Always choices. And nobody's making my decision for me, damn it. Alright, okay. My heart says Matt. My pants say Brian. We fulfill the heart first. You know what they say about third dates? They get pretty serious. Are you sure this is your dream, Daddy? Hold on, I've got to do one bit of stuff. Matt and I have spent a lot of time together lately. After we went record shopping the first time, it sort of became a weekly tradition for us to scope out Vinyl Fantasy 7. Of course. Vinyl Fantasy 7. Vinyl Fantasy 7. For new releases. On quieter days, I'll go to the Coffee Spoon just to hang out with him. He's been trying to get me to branch out from my usual black coffee to try new drinks, and they're always delicious. Since I've been spending so much time with Matt, Carmencita and Amanda have become really close friends. Amanda's taken Carmencita under her wing, teaching her about photography, helping her with homework, and introducing her to music that's not just boy bands. Well, she did up taking her to one of those screamy, cry, dancey boy concerts so Matt wouldn't have to go. A truly heroic move. I can tell that Carmencita really looks up to her a lot, so it's great that Amanda's trying to be a good mentor. The open mic night's tonight. Amanda and I got busy ourselves getting ready. I tried to pick out a nicer outfit than usual and pace around the room. A bunch of really cool bands are going to be playing, and I'm excited to see them. Haven't been to a show since the first time Matt and I hung out. It's weird. Ever since Matt played piano for me that one time, I've never been able to convince him to do it again. He's told me that he also plays guitar, drums, and even the trumpet. And he still won't play any of them. For someone so passionate about music, it's strange that he doesn't want to actually play it. You ready to go, Pops? I can hear Amanda in the hallway as she approaches my room. Yep! Amanda pops her head in and looks me over. She pinches the bridge of her nose.
Dad.
We talked about this. What? The sandals. They're older than I am. Vintage, some would argue. I thought you threw them out. Amanda, since when did you enroll in the Fashion Police Academy? I got kicked out because I was a loose cannon who didn't play by the rules. For example, you're not allowed to mix florals, but you totally can if you have a good eye for color. You're out of your jurisdiction, rookie. hold on. Okay. Just so you know, guys, I might have to do a little moderating here in a second. Hopefully not. Amanda guards the door until I pick out a better outfit. Stop. Don't worry about it, Travis. Hold on. I gotta look at something. I'm sorry, guys. Oh God, where is that? Those sandals are going directly into the evidence locker. What's the... It's the trash. I propose a compromise. I keep the sandals, but I won't wear them tonight. Then we have this exact same argument the next time I try to pull them out.
Ugh.
I guess.
All right.
Come on, Dad, we gotta go. I'm sorry, I'm still trying to look at something. Anyway, okay. I've never seen the coffee spoon so packed. I spot familiar faces from the pup concert, all sipping on their caffeinated beverages of choice. A couple of people are setting up on stage. I don't see Matt, but I'm sure he's busy in the back. Amanda and Carmencita find each other immediately and do their secret handshake, some complicated clapping with their hands and then a big hug. Padfoot! I turn to see Hugo sitting at a table with none other than Damien. I'm gonna pretend like, okay, this is gonna be a thing. Fancy seeing you two here. I am, as you know, a dedicated patron of the arts.
Oh,
It's a bit of a tradition between Damien and I now. Matt's open mic nights always seem to bring out the best talent in town. Sometimes it gets a bit odd, even for my admittedly eclectic tastes. You guys seen Matt around? Yeah, he was just helping that Pablo kid get some equipment out of his van. Whoa, Vacant Veil is playing a set? What? It's a witch house. Damien's ears perk. What is that? I don't actually know. Well, it sounds delightful. Amanda says it isn't. Shame. Alright, I'm gonna go find Matt and see if he needs any help. Head to the back room with a coffee spoon where I find Matt going over some last-minute show details with Pablo. My dude! Pablo and I share a full-on, sincere bro hug.
hey.
Glad you could make it, Padfoot. Wouldn't miss it for the world, man. You guys need any help?
Hey.
I think we're all set, actually. Pablo, can you remind me what order people are going up in? Well, you got the handsome and unforgettable Vacant Veil opening you with the set with selection from his new album, Witch Diaries. Then the Third Waves, who are all extremely attractive and could beat me up and I'd still be into it, are playing a 3-person acoustic set. We got a little bit of spoken word in there, a magic act, and then it looks like we're closing with Jonathan Jones and the Speakeasy Choir. No, absolutely not. I remember the ridiculous set that this band put on when they opened up for Pup. Sometimes when it's quiet, I can still hear the sound of an accordion being violently thrown against the wall over and over. They weren't that bad. Also, Loomis, he's a teenager. Sorry. Oh, you don't understand. The last time they played open mic night, they lit their bassist on fire and the fire marshal had to shut us down. They also refused to pay for their drinks. Yikes!
Huh?
They are not playing tonight. Well, they're outside. All 17 of them.
Hey.
Tell them we're full. Then who's filling their spot? Oh god, is I'll do it the right choice here? Oh, do I push him? Do I push him? Admittedly, he doesn't look very teenagery in the way he's drawn. Oh.
What?
Come on, Matt, you should play. Oh shit. No. We're not fucking this up. We're going back. We're going back a step. We're just gonna skip through some of these.
Hey.
I am not fucking this up. I'm sorry. I am perfectionist.
What? Wait, what? Hey, dude.
I'll do it. Alright. I'll play. What are you doing?
Hey.
What? What would you even do? Stop talking. Close your mouth. This Communist Manifesto is making a comeback solo show. I thought you didn't know how to play anymore. You don't know how to play anything anymore. Ska comes to you in the hour when you need it most, without fail. Stop being so desperate to please your hot friend, Padfoot.
Hey.
Is there a keyboard around? Your unending thirst will be your ultimate downfall. Yes, it will, and it'll probably be my ultimate downfall with Brian, too. Yeah, I have one right here. Then it's settled. Dude, are you sure? No, I'm not! As sure as ska is generally played with staccato notes on the upbeat.
Oh, man.
Well, as long as nothing gets set on fire, it can't possibly be worse than Jonathan Jones and the Speakeasy Choir. Matt grabs me by the shoulders and stares me into the eyes. Stares into my eyes.
Oh.
Thank you, Padfoot. I owe you big time. I settle back into my seat with Amanda and watch the show start. The house is packed now, with a few people even standing outside to watch. What have I gotten myself into? Amanda, I may have made a mistake. Dad, if you bought a brand new pair of those sandals in hopes that I'd be okay with you wearing them, I swear to... I agreed to pull out my ska. No. Absolutely not. I had to help Matt. Dad, I love you and I support you, but we left ska behind for a reason. Look, it's either this or we're in the splash zone for a group of 20 musicians all crying at the same time for the sake of art. And I'm not being hyperbolic about the splash zone thing. They literally hand out ponchos. Somehow this is the preferable option. I just have to play the thing. Play what thing? You don't know how to play any instruments. Just promise me you'll still love me after this. I promise. But I may have to change my last name, and I hope you'll understand. Of course. My new last name is going to be Fireblast. Amanda. Or maybe Cold Steel? Matt takes the stage to a roar of applause from the crowd. He grabs the mic and addresses us all. Thank you, everyone, for coming out tonight. Matt's so nervous. And I'm so nervous. I can't stop staring at his mouth, and that makes me even more nervous.
Hey.
We have a jam-packed roster of amazing local talent you might already know or have seen before, but would like to see again, and I'm rambling now, sorry. Oh, Matt.
Hey.
So, let me just bring on a dear friend of mine who's making his live show debut. Please welcome to the stage, Vacant Veil! The crowd cheers again, and Pablo bounds up to the stage, beaming. He sets up his 2 laptops and keyboard and launches into his set. Thank you, everyone. This one's called Witch House Never Dies, and you're next. Pablo hits the crowd with a heavy, inaccessible synth bass layered under drum samples and clips from science fiction shows played in reverse. It's maybe not the right show for this, but everyone seems to be enjoying whatever this is. At the end of the song, Pablo jumps on the mic. Thank you to all the veil wearers who came out tonight. A portion of the crowd cheers. He has a fan base already? He has a name for the fan base? This is his first live show. You can buy t-shirts out of the trunk of my car after the show. Also, I'd like to thank my mom for coming out to watch me play. You're my rock, Ma. Love you, Ma. Love you, honey. Pablo's mom. Pablo plays a few more songs that are actually super fun to listen to. Wow, definitely did not see that coming, especially after Amanda's strongly worded thoughts about the genre.
Hey.
Once he's done, he vacates the stage and Matt jumps back up again.
Hey.
Big round of applause for our very own Pablo, who coincidentally works here. Yay, Pablo! And hey, next up are a group of young ladies who've been tearing up the East Coast with riot punk for 3 tiers now.
Hey.
Years. I meant years. 3 years. Sorry. The writing on my hand smudged because I'm sweating.
Oh, man.
I shouldn't have told you all I'm sweating. I'm sorry. Wow, he just seems as visibly nervous as I feel right now.
Hey.
Put your hands together for the Third Waves! Yes, is Molly from the record store. Buzzcut Molly from Final Fantasy VII takes the stage, followed by 2 girls with colorful hair and fishnet stockings. All of them are wearing combat boots, and all of them look mad about something. Their set is so energetic that it almost seems like a pit is going to open up in the coffee shop. I look over to Amanda, who's clearly enjoying the hell out of anarchic, female-fronted punk rock. Dad, can I get a lip ring? Sure, if you pay for it yourself.
Aww.
Come on, it's no fun if it's not an act of youthful rebellion. After the Third Waves close out their set, a variety of acts play to the delight and sometimes horror of the crowd. The magician tries to turn a cup of coffee into a cup of coins, but ends up just spilling hot coffee all over himself and dropping the coins. As each act leaves the stage, I get more and more nervous. There's so many people here. I don't know anything about how to play the piano other than it has keys, and you have to touch the keys to make sounds. Also, I almost spilled the flat white stripes in my hand because it's trembling so much. Flat white stripes. No joke, Dad. I'm rooting for you. You're gonna knock him dead. Thanks, Amanda Panda. An improv comedy group takes the stage. They take suggestions from the crowd and end up doing a scene that was supposed to be about coffee, but instead turns into 5 minutes of dick jokes. Classic. I have a hard time laughing. My stomach is tying itself into knots. Not just regular knots either, like the kind of knots you get when you throw your phone charger, headphones, and laptop charger into the same bag. Out of nowhere, Matt sits down next to me. Hey, are you doing okay? I'm totally fine. Everything is great. Nothing is wrong. Nothing is wrong. Or is it everything is great? I'm not sure. I want to reassure him that I'm okay, but I just can't get the words out. I'm here.
Hey.
Alright, just making sure. I know you're going to do great, Padfoot. Nat squeezes my shoulder and jogs back up to the stage. Everybody, we're down to the last act of the night.
Hey.
Now this person, who is my friend, is making their return to the stage after a long hiatus. Please welcome, formerly of the Communist Manifesto, Padfoot Sagan. Everyone cheers as I take the stage. Damien and Hugo are staring at me in shock. Hey everybody. Good to be here. Thanks for having me on. Great crowd. My name is Padfoot, but you can call me by my stage name. Frankie Two-Tone, Five Iron Freddy, or Thomas Kalnaki. God damn, these are all awful. Frankie Two-Tone, because that's just funny. The crowd claps politely. Apparently Matt liked that. I sit down at the piano. That's a lot of keys. That's so many keys. Do pianos usually have this many keys? God, these lights are really bright. Someone coughs. I guess that's some good stage banter. And now I have to play a song. This song is called Beam Me Up, Scotty. Oh, ow, that hurts. Deep breath. How hard can it be? Oh god, there's a minigame. No matter how disastrous this is, I just have to make it through this whole song and I'll save the day. Here goes nothing. What the fuck?
Tickle that ivory.
Oh god, am I supposed to actually sing along? Pick it up, pick it up. Do I really actually have to do this? Oh my god, I am not... This is awful. Oh my god, this is... terrible. Everybody ska? Beam me up, Scotty. Oh my god. This is painful. This is... Is there a... Can I stop now? I look up at the crowd. I see a bunch of people shifting in their seats. I don't know. I'm losing them. Ska really is dead. And I killed it. Everybody ska? Everybody ska!
Hey,
Like a checkerboard tie-wearing angel descending from two-tone heaven, Matt walks on stage playing the guitar. We lock eyes and he gives me a reassuring smile as he effortlessly plays the chords to the song. I look out and see the crowd go wild to Matt's appearance on stage. Everyone's bouncing around now. It fills me with renewed energy as we jump into the chorus.
hey,
Beam me up, Scotty! Beam me up, Scotty!
hey,
Beam me up to Scotty to the Star Trek Enterprise. Star Trek Enterprise. Matt jumps into an improvised solo that was way better than the one Darren Springstead wrote in high school.
hey.
We make it to the end of the song in one piece, and the crowd goes wild. I'm moist with sweat, head to toe. Ladies and gentlemen, Matt Sella! The crowd practically screams. They all start chanting Matt's name.
Hey,
They want to hear you play, man.
hey.
Matt smiles. I think I'm ready. I excuse myself from the stage and take my seat next to Amanda as Matt cozies up to the microphone. I take back what I said about ska. That was pretty cool. No, that was... I don't think there was a good way to do that, but whatever. I high-five Amanda and we look towards the stage.
Hey,
Hey, everybody. More cheers. I haven't played in front of people in a long time. But it's cool to be back.
hey.
This one goes out to a good friend. Matt locks eyes with me. We both smile.
Oh,
Who helped me to be able to do this again.
oh,
Thank you.
hey.
This is an old one from Stillness the Dancing. The entire crowd excitedly jumps to their feet. Matt closes his eyes and starts playing an upbeat, intricate melody. The crowd sways to the music. Matt looks entirely at peace, with a small smile on his face as he sings. After he finishes his song, the crowd insists on an encore. He ends up playing a few more tunes to an adoring audience before thanking everyone for coming out. The moment he steps off stage, he gets mobbed by people. Everyone seems to be amazed that he's playing again.
Hey.
Damien and Hugo thread their way through the crowd to talk to me. That was amazing. It was suddenly a sight. They make industrial darkwave ska. I'm not too sure if that genre exists, but it's never too late to start a band, apparently. I glance back over at Matt, who's hugging a bunch of people. They really seem excited to see him play. Well, he hasn't played since he lost Rosa. What?
Hey.
I didn't realize. Suddenly, Mel makes sense why Matt was so reluctant to play. It must have taken so much for him to jump on stage with me just now. The crowd slowly filters out into the street as the show ends. I decided to stick around a little longer to see if I can talk to Matt. Hey, I'm taking Carmencita to get ice cream. Is it okay if she sleeps over? We're gonna paint our nails and start a punk band. Rock on. Yeah, go have fun. Just please don't wake up the neighbors with any biting truths about the government or whatever. Don't worry, we'll wake them up figuratively instead. I wish we got to know her more on this route. She seems really cool. Amanda and Carmencita bump fists and head out. I spot Matt finishing up conversations with a couple stragglers on their way out of the coffee shop. Hey, Matt.
Hey.
Hey, dude. Need help closing up?
Hey. Hey.
I'd love it. Matt and I stack up chairs and sweep the floor in silence. We carry the stage equipment back to Matt's van, where we see Pablo selling merch to a crowd of people out of his trunk. Shirts of the finest quality, every step of production from thread to stitch, overseen by yours truly, graphic designs fit for a king. That kid's gonna go far.
Hey.
We head back into the coffee spoon, and Matt puts the finishing touches on closing. When we're all done, Matt and I lean up against the counter. Thanks for saving me from myself up there.
Hey.
All in all, ended up being pretty cute.
What?
Plus, you protected us from Jonathan Jones and the Speakeasy Choir. Someone told me that they tried to do a street performance down the road, and they all got arrested for trying to form a human pyramid in traffic. Did it feel good to be back on stage again?
Hey. Oh.
Yeah, it really did. I heard that you stopped playing after your wife died. I didn't realize it had been that long.
I don't know if I should.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Matt looks like he wants to say something, but is having a hard time getting it out.
Oh, man.
He takes a deep breath.
Oh.
I'm not really a people person. Obviously. Crowds make me nervous as all hell, which is not exactly the best for performing live music.
Oh, man.
But when I was with Rosa, she lit up the room. I could follow her lead. After she passed, I was lost. Even touching guitar hurt too much. I tried playing for people over and over, but the music would never come out, so I just gave up. I guess what I'm trying to say is, life wasn't this scary when I had someone in my corner. Someone I felt safe with. I, hadn't felt like that for a long time. Until tonight. What changed?
Oh.
You. Blood rushes to my face.
Hey.
When I saw you looking so scared on stage, you reminded me of myself. And I don't want anyone else to have to feel that bad.
Oh.
But when I got up there and started playing for the first time in forever, I felt comfortable. I was having fun. I had spent all this time being so afraid of performing that I forgot how much I loved it.
Hey, yeah.
Your strength gave me strength. Whether you were trying or not, you got me out of my comfort zone. So, thank you.
Hey.
Thank you for helping me realize that I can do this. I'm glad that I could help. You coming on stage, I didn't think you would stick your neck out for me like that. Especially considering all this. That really means a lot to me.
Hey.
Well, you mean a lot to me. Matt and I lock eyes. He leans in and kisses me, quick and soft. He pulls away and covers his mouth.
Huh?
Oh God, I'm sorry. Sorry, I can't believe I just did that. Neither can I, but
Hey,
I'm glad you did. Our lips touch again. I brush his hair out of the way and rest my hand on the small of his back. Matt pulls me closer. Everything about him is sweet and soft. His lips taste like vanilla. He smells like coffee cake. I can feel him smile through the kiss, which makes me smile. He laughs into my mouth, and I can't help but laugh too, our teeth knocking against each other. Ow! The moment I open my eyes, I realize we're still leaning against the espresso machine. Maybe the coffee shop isn't the right place for this. Maybe you're right.
Oh.
Let's go back to my place. Oh my. Oh dear.
Could use a trombone, though.
Didn't do that good. Uh-oh. But I got the good ending. That was actually ridiculously, redonkulously. I think it knew that I went back, by the way. I think it was counting that, or I might have made a couple of bad choices somewhere. I don't know. But, phew, I think I have everything finally set up. Amanda should be here any minute now. I think that's her car in the driveway. Okay, gotta act natural. Be cool, Padfoot, be cool. Amanda walks through the door with a suspicious look on her face. Hey, Dad. Off to a good start. Something fishy? Rats. Sorry, sweetie, it's the feds. That life of crime is finally catching up to you. I think there is actually, in fact, a way to win that piano thing. And hold on, I have really got to look at something. Hold on. The life of crime is finally catching up to you. I tried to send him in a different direction, but even I'm no match for the power and funding of the U.S. government.
Ugh.
If they think they're going to take me alive, they've got another thing coming. I'm kidding. You're right. I have a little surprise for you.
Ugh.
Yeah, I can tell. You're very bad at lying. Amanda, my dear, would you care to join me in the kitchen?
Ah.
Father, it would fill my heart with glee. I lead Amanda over to the kitchen table where a present lies covered under a tablecloth. It's nothing special, but I wanted to get you a little something. You graduated high school last week, and I know you told me not to make a big deal about it, but... Dad, you... I dramatically whip the cloth off the table. Amanda's jaw drops.
Alright.
No way! I figure you probably won't be able to get cable in the dorm, so I thought it might be nice to take a piece of home with you. A DVD box set of Long Haul Paranormal Ice Road Ghost Truckers. This is all 19 seasons! And bonus material, including commentary with actual ghosts featured on the show. Hold on. I am sorry, there is stuff. Dad, I love this. Thank you. She She gives me a big hug. I'm glad you like it. Hey, you want to hang out with me in the backyard for a bit? Toss the old pigskin or something?
Huh.
Totally! Follow Amanda to the back door. Aw, it's everybody! You told me not to make a big deal, but you seem to have forgotten that my entire mission in life is to make a big deal out of your accomplishments. So consider this your graduation party. Surprise! Dad, everyone's here. Well, yeah, everyone wanted to come and support you.
Hey!
Is that a mac and cheese bar? Sure is. Fully customizable down to the type of mac. And there's an ice cream cake. The good kind with the crunchies in the middle.
Yeah!
I don't know what to say. Don't say anything. Just go have fun with your pals, alright? I'm so proud of you, Amanda. Amanda smiles and runs to her friends. I should make the rounds and make sure everyone's having a good time. But first, mac and cheese. Padfoot, my dude. Pablo, how's the shirt business going? My bud, I got men's shirts, I got women's shirts, I got tank tops in a variety of shapes, sizes, and colors. Each one of them in fine quality, screen printed with the logo and visage of world-renowned Rich House outfit Vacant Veil. Purchasable at most respectable retailers. But more specifically, out of the trunk of my car. I'm also selling my mom's world-famous homemade apple butter. Never stop hustling, Pablo. Baby, you got it. Padfoot. Brian, you made it!
Hey.
I don't pass up on good mac. What do you think of the party? Not bad. Just not bad? Yeah, it's not bad. Don't let him bait you, don't let him bait you. Thank you for the lovely compliment. Sure thing, pal. Say, let me know if you ever want to head out on the lake. I'm happy to pull you out of the drink again. Deep breaths. Daisy trots up. Hi, Amanda's dad. Hey, Brian's daughter. See how that feels? This is a really great party. Thank you so much for inviting us. You're very welcome, tiny child who knows how to pay a compliment. Brian and I lock eyes. This isn't over. Hey, bro. Bro! This is a real rager, taking our older age into consideration. I'm trying to be in bed at a reasonable hour tonight. Don't let me get too wild.
Bro.
Don't worry, dude. I'll keep an eye on your fruit punch intake. You know, I'm really glad we're bros again. Let's hit the gym sometime soon, huh? Sure thing, dude. Briar and Hazel peek out behind Craig. Hi, little ones. Hello. Hiya. Thank you for all that ice cream cake. Wait, girls, how much of that did you eat? Briar ate 4 pieces. Ask any witness. No, I didn't. Hazel ate 4 pieces and wants to pin it on me because we look alike. I have your face. Nobody will ever believe you. Oh, boy. I'll let you guys figure this out. Good seeing you, Craig. Let's hang soon, yeah?
Bro.
Totally. And tell Amanda congrats for us. Looks like you've settled into this neighborhood quite nicely. Yep, couldn't ask for a better cul-de-sac.
Oh.
Well, I'm glad. Hopefully we'll see you at more church events. We've got a big schedule planned for the rest of the year. Sure thing, Joseph. Absolutely not. And maybe if you aren't doing anything later, we could hang out sometime. Sure, Joseph. That'd be great. Nope! Well, see you later. Hugo comes up to me with a plate of mac and cheese.
Oh.
Perfect cheddar to mac ratio. Beautiful work, Padfoot. Thanks, Hugo. You know, I'm really pleased to see Amanda going to her dream school. I'm glad she turned it around for finals. Me too. That scholarship money's really gonna help. Amanda walks by and pretends not to see Hugo. Amanda, come say hi to your old teacher. Hey. Congratulations on graduating. I know you're gonna do great things at art school.
Pew!
Yeah, thanks. Amanda starts to back away. Wait, I just realized that you're not my teacher anymore, so I don't have to be afraid of talking to you. You no longer hold power over me.
Hey.
You're right. Go forth, adult. I can no longer give you detention. Yeah, I'm gonna break anything I want, and there's nothing you can do about it. Are you still mad about that time I gave you detention for breaking my globe? Nope. And I'll have you know that the globe didn't even fit through the basketball hoop in the first place. She'll fit into college just fine. Yes, she will. Hey. Hey. Robert gestures vaguely to the snack table. Good stuff. Yep. See you later. What a splendid garden party. My deepest thanks for extending an invitation to my son and I. This icebox cake is divine. Yeah, thanks, dude. Good cake. I stare at Lucian. He knows. I know. But I'm a man of my word. The story of his oregano betrayal will go unsung. Thanks for coming by. I spot Amanda and Carmencita in a corner of the party. I wonder what they're up to. As I walk up, I can tell that they're already deep in conversation.
We got this.
Listen, it's like prison rules. First day of high school, you gotta establish yourself at the top of the pecking order. Really? Nah, just find a group of people that you like and then hang out with them. Be yourself. Don't worry about being cool. You'll find friends. And try not to kiss anyone who also has braces. You get stuck, kiddo. Hey, guys. Hey, Amanda's dad. Carmencita's here getting ready for high school. Got any advice? When you join band, pick the easiest instrument to carry. I'm still walking a little sideways from my sousaphone days. Flute it is. Alright, I'll leave you guys to it. Carmencita, me and Amanda still on for a dinner with you and your pops tomorrow? Yes, we're already planning a carrot cake for you guys. I better keep making rounds. I leave the two to keep conspiring. As the party starts to wind down, I take a seat on our back porch step. The sun is setting, and everyone seems to have eaten their fill. Amanda wanders over and sits down next to me. Killer party, Pops. What can I say? I was inspired. So... I also have something for you. For me? Why? Not to be completely genuine about my feelings for once or anything, but... growing up wasn't easy, but it could have been a lot harder if it wasn't for you. Dad, you've been there for me through everything. There's been times in my life when you were my only friend. I was really scared of going to college and being so far away from you, but I realized that everything you've done for me has been to prepare me for this, and I'm ready. I wouldn't be who I am today without you. Don't cry, I swear to God, Padfoot, if you cry again. You're the best, Dad. I love you. And I'm crying. Anyway, that was enough emotional vulnerability for one day. Present time! Amanda hands me a tiny wrapped package. I tear the wrapping off to find a framed picture of me and Amanda. It's us. Kind of shocking, all of our photo albums are just pictures of me, huh? I kind of figured we needed at least one together before we leave. Amanda, thank you. Watching you grow up has been the happiest experience of my life. You're such a talented, intelligent young woman, and I'm so excited to see what the future holds for you. Knock 'em dead, kid. Always do. Amanda and I share a hug. This is only beginning, Pops. Plenty more memories for us down the road. Memories to make and stuff to break, right? I'm gonna break so much stuff. Intentionally and unintentionally. You're probably gonna have to pay for most of it. It would be my honor. Amanda hops up. Looks like someone's been waiting to talk to you. I glance over to the back of the yard, where Matt is still sitting on a bench beneath our cherry blossom tree. He smiles at me. I'll leave you to it. Me and the Emmas are gonna go get ice cream.
Pew!
Love you, Pops. Amanda runs off to join her friends. I take a seat next to Matt as the last guests make their way out of the party.
Oh.
Seems like Amanda really enjoyed this. Thanks for putting together such a nice surprise. Carmencita's middle school graduation's coming up in a year or two. I'm sure for the right fee, I could put something together. Only if I get to DJ. Matt looks down at his hands. It seems like he does that whenever he's trying to figure out the right words to say.
Oh.
Hey, I just wanted to say that...
Hey.
Gosh, this is gonna come out dumb no matter how I say it, so here goes.
Oh.
I haven't felt this happy in a long time. You brought out the best in me. And it wasn't just because of the ska. Although that was really cute.
Oh.
Every moment that we've gotten to spend together since we've met has been an adventure, and I hope we get to keep doing that. We make a pretty good team, you know. I mean, I'll let you handle the music playing. And the music singing. And actually pretty much everything related to music. But I can organize a party pretty well. I am also good at kissing, so that's a big plus.
Hey.
That's true. You are very nice to kiss. I slide my arm around Matt and run my fingers through his hair, giving him a small kiss on the cheek. He giggles.
Hey.
See? That was a good one. And hey, I've actually been working on some new stuff. It feels really great to be writing again. Oh man, Matt, that's amazing. I'd love to listen to it sometime. If you're comfortable sharing it with me. Maybe I could show you some new tunes I'm working in the studio later. You know I'm going to insist we add an horn section. Matt rests his head on my shoulder and sighs happily. You know what? I'd actually like that. Aww. And the achievement I got for getting Amanda's good ending is World's Best Dad. So. I suppose we should sit to the end of the credits, because if we don't, then, well, Robert will yell at us. Those writers did a fantastic job. Like, it's sweet without being cloying. Crispy bacon. It's sweet without being cloying. It's nice without being stupid. Yeah, the music's really good too, actually. It's cute. There's a penguin minigame, apparently. The dad battle minigame, I like that. I don't know the radio minigame. Yeah, we talked about that last time, Humus. This kind of is. It's just, yeah, where it's not a big deal. It's not that, you know, these stories don't exist. It's just that they're not considered any different than any other story. Dream Daddy. DVP. This is not DVP by Pup. Written and performed by Barry Kramer. Ballad of a Fallen Dad. Daughter Brag Battle theme. Yeah, and I like that it wasn't like... It's kind of real to that's kind of how you build a relationship. Like... Which is really cool. And now I can't wait to see Brian's ending. I can't wait to see most of them, honestly. The only one I really don't care about is Joseph's, to be quite honest. Robert's I will probably do last just because he messes with me. But yeah. Well, hello! That's a pretty nice reward for ending the game. Interesting. Very nice. Gotta have a little cheesecake, can't you? So, what I'm thinking, I will not be doing a Saturday stream because I'm going to be up in St. Louis with Loomis, doing the bachelor party for one of my good friends, Chris. So there will be no Saturday Dream Daddy stream, unfortunately, or anything else for that matter. Probably not going to be one Sunday either, because we'll be recovering from all the stuff, and we're also doing like zoo on Sunday and everything like that. So yeah, we're traveling, and that's not going to be. I'm probably going to be way too tired to stream, to be quite honest. What we're probably going to do, on Monday I want to say that... Oh, shut up, Travis. No, I don't mean it. Don't let me be like that. You don't know these guys that we're going to be hanging out with. I am going to be dead. I am going to be dead on Sunday just from having to deal with all of their insanity. And Monday, we'll probably actually go back to Final Fantasy XIV. We might go back, if everybody wants, on Monday too. And before we do any Final Fantasy, we'll do Brian's ending and maybe even Damien's ending. That'll probably round out Dream Daddy on stream. Those are the only ones I kind of want to show on stream. The rest of them I'll go through to see the stories and everything like that. But also, I can't. My poor voice can't take this. Narrating everything is really nice, and I love that I get to kind of show off my acting chops, put some emotion into it more than just text. But it is, if you can hear me right now, it is really hard on my voice, especially doing like Robert or somebody like that where I'm kind of growling. I don't know how voice actors do it. I don't know how people stream for like 8 hours at a time and keep their voices together. I really don't. Maybe I'm just not learning the right way to do it. Anyway, but what we will do then is, since this kind of more indie, slower, more story-driven thing has been... I know we've been having a lot of fun with Final Fantasy XIV, I hope. And I'm going to get through... I want to get through the full 4.0 story on that. I really do. And I don't want to do any of it off-stream, because then we have gaps. And I'm going to turn this down a little bit in my headphones. But I'm going to pick up Pyre. And we're going to start weaving Pyre, I think, into the streams. Because... No, I don't... Travis, here's the thing. I'm kind of like Damien in that regard. I can't take it. There are horror sections in games really do get me. Like there have been games that I've tried to play where I literally can't hold the mouse anymore because my palms are sweating so bad. But I really want to work Pyre in, because that I think is a really good game. We've done the music from that on here. If we do anything Halloween-y, it will be in October, possibly on Halloween, but it will not be an extended thing. And even then, I doubt it. But what do we think about that? We'll do some Final Fantasy 14. We'll do Final Fantasy 14 and get done with that story, because that is very good story. But I also want to play Pyre. I think that's a really great game. I think we're gonna have a lot of fun with it. It's more story focused and more kind of adventure game story, like Dream Daddy is. It's just a very different tone. So does that sound like a good thing to try and do? Cool. As always, hope you've been enjoying it. If there's stuff you want to see me do, like horror games, I may tell you no, but I'm always open to suggestion. Travis, I will talk to you on Facebook after this, and I will kind of I will show you a Pyre trailer, and I'll show you kind of why I like it. Pyre is a game, very quickly for those who don't know, is a game by the creators of games called Bastion and Transistor. They're an indie developer called Supergiant Games. It's a very beautiful sort of adventure / fantasy sports game. And by fantasy sports, I don't mean like fantasy football. I mean like sports filtered through a fantasy lens. And I'll show you more. Anyway, where was I? Give me your feedback. I want to hear from people. I want to hear if I'm doing good, if there's stuff I can be doing better, etc., etc. It's better than Blitzball though, because Blitzball was a pain in the ass. Yes, basically. Well, though I'm pretty sure I'm going to want to tear my hair out anyway. Let me know if there's stuff you want to see, if there's stuff you want to do, if there's anything I can be doing better. If you're enjoying the stream, please like, share, share the posts, share the tweets, retweet the tweets rather. You all follow the channel. I know you do because you pop on as soon as I go live, so you're obviously getting the notifications. But please tell your friends, please. I am 3 followers. 3. Thank you, Travis. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate everything like that. I'm 3 followers away from potentially being a Twitch affiliate. That's my goal right now. 3 more. So, it's a modest goal. 50 is easy, right? But I really have been enjoying this, guys. I really have. I think this has been good. I'm glad that we've all been enjoying it. And Sonata, I appreciate that too. This has been really cool. Like, it's really sweet. And I really need this. I really needed this right now. I didn't know I needed this, but with everything going on, work and the world and everything, to have something just nice and kind of fun and kind of sweet is really cool. But thank you all for joining. Probably gonna call it. Yeah, Travis, that was. I can see where you probably went with that. Thank you all again for joining. I really appreciate it. We'll be back on Monday, probably. And yeah, we will be back on Monday, regular time, same bat channel. Can't wait to see you there. We'll finish up Brian's route. We'll get some more Final Fantasy XIV in, and we'll keep going. Have a good night, folks. This has been DracoFire87's Dream Daddy Dad Venture, and hope you had a good time. Have a good night, everybody.